I would be down to do a Battlestar game.
We're not, but we're going live. Hello,
We're
everyone.
going live. Hi, everyone.
Welcome to Republic City by Night.
Hello.
We had some small technical issues, but they are now fixed, and Brooks is not a robot.
Yeah. Yeah. Soon.
Word.
Or that we know of.
Mm.
Bum, bum, bum.
Welcome, everyone. We're going to play a role-playing game. How's everyone been doing? It's been a short amount of time, a whole week, since the
I
last
thought we
game.
were here to make friends.
We did, actually. We are here to make friends. Aren't
You're
you
here
my
to make
friend?
friends with the Pro Bending Federation.
Yes, we are. We're gonna be friends with the Pro Bending Federation. We're gonna go up in tier. Everything's gonna be fine. I don't know about this war thing.
You know what? We're just gonna find proof. We're gonna take them to court, and we're gonna have them completely dismantled as a faction, as we do.
Yeah, because they're definitely not 2 tiers higher than you.
It's fine.
There's
Which
definitely nothing else going on in the city right now.
is
Not a damn thing.
fine.
Oh boy, yeah.
We got this in the bag.
This is what happens when 4 faction clocks all finish at the same time.
Oh
I
my
gotta say that
goodness.
much. So yeah, this is gonna be really fun. It was an interesting time doing some prep. Subject of prep, that's what I did yesterday, and I've been playing. The rest of my week has been like Yakuza, and I did last week after this stream, aka on Sunday last week, I did game design stream for There's Been a Murder, which is my murder mystery hack of Firebrands.
That was a really fun stream to be in, by the way.
Thank you. I'm glad you had fun. I had fun doing it, and I'm glad one of the games now is a shouting match in which nobody
so
wins. Which is even funnier because I ended up actually I actually played the Quiet Year on Wednesday because I'd never actually played the Quiet
nice.
Year.
Ooh, cool.
And we played it. Everybody got a disease and turned into bird people at the end.
Is that the
Awesome.
game that you tried to introduce me to, Kelsa?
Yes, that we were gonna play in the Mexican restaurant.
Those.
Yeah, it was El Forastero.
Oh, right.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And then you had to leave, and we were all sad.
Hmm.
Rip.
Yeah. So that's been my week. Is I had that, and I did not 1 but 2 sessions of my Masks game, which was excellent because I adore
Awesome.
Masks. We had a Ren fair at the Superhero Academy.
That's actually great.
Yeah, we got to describe so much stuff. Also, Xena the Warrior Princess is a superhero in that game. She's one of the part of the Gold Generation.
I love it.
I love that so much. I love that so much.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun with that game. That game is not streamed for people who are wondering, like, where can I watch this? You can't. It's an off-stream game. But I will talk.
How dare.
I will willingly talk about it a lot if people want to hear about it. So, yeah, that's me. I did role-playing game things and job search things and prep.
Nice. I worked. And I also went to a board game meetup at the local game store.
Yeah, you played Root, didn't you?
Yeah, I got to play Root. I lost.
Jealous. Who'd you play as?
The
Based on the
cats,
movie?
of course.
Oh, the cats. The Robo Cats, right?
No, Root is about being little animals in a
There are
forest.
RoboCats though.
Yeah, I was about to say there are Robo Cats. That's a
they-
thing.
Yeah, so I played the Imperial Cats, and unfortunately the uprising of rebels managed to win in the end. They got like 10 points in one turn doing some crazy bullshit. So Brooks?
Yeah,
Brooks?
his camera was doing a little flickery thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
what?
you're good. You're back. Yeah,
Yay.
it was. It
Oh,
was
wow.
flickering. It
Oh,
was
man.
going like full like 80s like runner flicker right there.
It was like you're getting hacked by
Outrun.
an 80s
There we go.
You're
Yeah.
getting hacked.
runner or something.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Robot
Just-
voice getting hacked. It's all good.
Outrun.
I've been vibing this entire time listening to the story. Wowzers. I think I'm good now.
Hey, cool. Technical issues. They're fine, everybody. It's all fine.
Awesome.
Root sounds very cool. It's definitely on my list of board games I want to play.
Mm.
It also has a role-playing game that's coming out, or has come out.
Magpie's working on it.
Magpie's working on it. Cool.
Interesting.
I was like, I remember hearing about this.
You said it's a gore game?
A board.
Role-playing game. It's a board game, but it's
Oh,
also going to
gore.
be a
I
role.
like you said
Yeah.
gore. I was just like,
So
No.
Brooks, remember when you came over to my house and there was like that big wall that had a lot of boxes on it?
yes,
That one of those.
got you. Cool.
Yeah, this isn't
Those are
tooth,
gore games, and
Those are
you wanted them to eat.
this isn't Tooth and Tail. This isn't it.
There's a lot of blood just in those boxes.
Anyone watching, you
And
can
body
tell the
parts, just
level.
random body parts. Don't ask.
Hmm.
Right.
I am
We're
but
not
a
playing
small
blades.
baby gamer. Just a small baby.
Babu Gamer. Well,
If-
soon.
If our schedules lined up more, I would indoctrinate you further.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Well, we can do this at least.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Precisely. Did anybody else do anything really exciting before I put on my Shiro Shinobi voice for a little bit?
I'm completely redesigning all my stream overlays.
They look so good. I gotta
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
a
Kelsey
sneak
gets
of
a
'em.
sneak peek because we're good friends.
Oh. Nice.
We throw art at each other. It's fine.
Yeah. We're art friends.
Art friends. I need to do some more art. I need to do some more drawing is what I need to do in my life, but
Other than that, I've been streaming a lot. I had to say goodbye to my D&D girlfriend. She vanished.
I'm sorry.
The character was sad.
I know. I told a friend of mine what happened because they'd been watching and they were like, "So I missed the end. What happened?" And I told them and they were like, "That's so sad." I'm like, "I didn't know a good way to end it otherwise."
I mean, it's what had to happen.
It's true. I made my character too likable.
I guess so.
I played session 1 of a 3-session Lady Blackbird game on Katie Face's Twitch.
Tell us about it.
Well,
I love
went
Katie.
and bought knuckle wraps, and I was wearing them for. I was playing Naomi, so Michelle Yeoh as Naomi. So
Nice.
I love it.
I've nothing. Cool. Let's
Sure.
nothing.
Sankar, just so you know, I did not finish the case notes. They're
That's-
incomplete.
That's fine.
But we all remember what happened, right?
It's not like anything super significant happened at the end, did it?
No, nothing happened. Okay.
You know what? If it's not in the case notes, it never happened.
Also, Brooks, your mic is going.
Yeah. It's going.
Late
It's going again.
It's just going downhill. Robot. I don't know what's happening. We'll find out in a second, everybody.
All right. So how about now?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, you may
Okay.
you may need to try physically removing the cable and plugging the cable back in.
Yeah.
all right. Word up. My mic is actually attached to my webcam, so.
Oh.
We'll see you in a
Ah.
minute.
Okay.
Hello,
so
everybody.
do I need to drop my camera too?
No, no, Brooks
Okay.
is already in the correct place.
Okay.
How about now? You're s-
We
You're
got
muted.
All right. So.
Hey, there we
So
go.
it definitely seems like it's like a wire issue.
Yeah.
Like a loose wire or something.
fun.
That's okay, because this will not be a problem after next week.
Hooray!
Hey!
Woo!
You
Are
mean after our
getting
finale?
A new setup?
After our finale, you'll have a great camera.
Right. Gotta keep them waiting.
So,
Let's hear this recap.
I'm gonna have to just skim through this because of course these recaps are a lot longer than the recaps in the show are. So
They're longer
Um,
than they need to be. They're not for you.
it's true. It's true. They're not for you. They're for everybody else.
Yeah.
And I unfortunately don't write my own recaps, which I should really do. But whatever. It's fine. Last time on Republic City by Night, the White Lotus Gambit. I'm gonna go out of that voice for a bit because this is long. So last time we had to deal with G-Dow Detectives had to deal with Future Industries, who thought that they had some leverage over Miss Etok. That was not the case. The crew met Mr. Hosu, a negotiator for Future Industries, and found out that Future Industries had hired Wanshi detectives in addition to bringing their own corporate security for this job. However, thanks to some good bamboozling and flirting, Miss Etok was able to just, get some forms and some very important information out of Mr. Hosu, including the fact that Future Industries was trying to manufacture a crisis in the city because they are a powerful corporation who, among other things, sells weapons. So, they benefit from crises. At the same time, the rest of the crew found out that Anzu had been captured by the Wanshi detectives. They found where she was because she was actually in the same warehouse, and they got her out. They got her out just fine. She's totally fine. Definitely didn't get bruised or anything in the process. Definitely also didn't knock out one of her contacts from the Wanshi detectives. But yeah, everybody got out. The gang that was from the triple threats that was supposed to show up ended up showing up at the very end. And so Miss Etok just signed autographs, and then everybody left before the cops or anything showed up, or the Wanshi detectives realized that Anzu was gone. Everybody took some time to relax, to process everything, and then there was a big press conference. Room 623 and Tiger Ward merged into one faction. Room 623 is now Block 6, or Block Association 6 Tiger Ward. So Tiger Ward's now more powerful, and also now totally friends with Chi blockers who aren't the Equalists, which isn't going to cause any problems with the cops or anything. Nah, no problems. An entire district of the city just being like, you know what? Chi blockers are good. Definitely not any problems with the city.
It'll be fine.
It'll be just fine. But the end of the session, our detectives found out from Tuyen, their contact over in Kyoshi Town, that the Kyoshi Town offices had been completely raided and kind of ransacked by the Wanshi Detective Agency.
Did they steal any of my bombs?
Maybe.
The question is, did I have any bombs there?
Did you store any bombs there?
Did they steal the prototype for my triad detector?
How far along is it?
I think 2 ticks.
Then no, it's not far enough along where it matters.
Hold on, let me actually look at this. 3 ticks.
Yeah, not far enough along. If it'd been 5, maybe. Because right now I imagine it's just like a lot of things written down and some frame.
Yeah, there's there's a chalkboard with a bunch of equations written across it, and then there's like 5 or 6 different pieces that are not quite soldered together correctly because it's still hit and miss as far as how to connect the dots or whatever.
So
I know when I break into a building, I always wipe down the chalkboard.
I was just imagining that scene of them all tossing the place and just one guy with a rag just going on the chalkboard.
That ought to show them, yeah.
That ought to show them. All of these equations, all these equations no longer here.
Yeah.
Let's
so
be real. If it was Anna in that situation, she would copy down those equations and then erase the chalkboard 100%.
See, there's at least one person at Wanshi who read the newspapers and saw the triad detector thing and was just that is completely nuts, and then didn't tell anybody else in Wanshi. But yeah, so y'all are at war with the Wanshi Detective Agency. However, you also got patron as an advancement last time. So I actually want to talk about that. Who's your patron? Who's the person at the Pro Bending Federation that y'all talk to? Who's your sponsor / liaison?
Sal.
Sal?
I don't know.
Sal's a good name.
Sal is a good name. All right, Sal, S-A-L. I will put that in.
Totally fits in this universe.
100%. It totally fits. 100%. It's fine. Sal is short for something.
Salazar.
Salazar. That also the problem is none of those work in this, but so Sal. Yeah. Salaryman.
pheromone.
There's probably it's probably some
Salome or Salmi or something.
yeah,
like that.
something like that. Yeah.
Salami. Okay.
Tell me. I want y'all to tell me about Sal. Who is Sal? What are they like?
You want each of us to pitch in a trait of Sal?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure. Yeah. Somebody give me their pronouns, and then everybody else give me a trait for them.
Stanley, you get the pronouns. You came up with the name.
Let's just go with they them.
Okay.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, everybody else. One trait of Sal, your patron. You're technically your patron.
Their vice is ice cream.
Okay, sure. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Vice is ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
They have a special
Vice cream.
Vice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah, well, that has to be written now. Vice cream.
I think Sal is really ambitious. Like they're a big picture type of person. They're like trying to be a real mover and shaker in the industry. That's what.
Peg leg.
Nice.
What?
Peg leg.
Peg leg.
Peg leg. Okay.
Yeah, Brooks is thinking of portals now.
Like missing
Oh.
a leg, and he has a different story for it every time.
Yes.
I love it. Yeah, that's
Yes!
perfect.
That is perfect. It's so good.
So Sal used to work on out in the boating, the docks or whatever, and would listen to pro bending tournaments on the radio and stuff like that.
Okay.
And once they lost their leg, they decided that was where they were going to be, and so they started out as like a janitor, and they've worked their way all the way up.
Oh, damn. Are they a former sailor or a former dock worker?
It depends what day of the week it is when you ask them.
Yeah, they're just super inconsistent.
It's my question is ultimately, or would they have contacts with the dockers union, or would they have sailor contacts?
I would say that they were, like, maybe they were ex-Fire Nation Navy.
Interesting.
Ooh.
All right.
Ex Fire Nation Navy. Damn. Okay.
See,
Not
they're
Republic
interesting.
City. Not Republic City Navy. Fire Nation
Mhm.
Navy.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Okay. I like it. Cool. Yeah. Started in the Federation as a janitor. Yeah, they're a real success story, is what I'm being told.
Very ambitious.
Yeah, extremely ambitious, as they should be. Okay, they are based out of downtown. Because...
Fire Nation that likes ice cream. I love it.
That's why it's a vice.
No, it burns a lot, but I like something sweet a couple of times,
I also feel like Sal definitely has to have that Joey Wheeler accent.
Okay, all right, fine.
You just
Fine, Phoenix right over here. I really like ice cream. Really,
Yes.
really like it. There's this ice cream parlor that's near the stadium. Yeah, I got it. I got you. Joey Wheeler voice. See, this is what happens when I give it to everybody. Workshopping a character together. I love it. All right, so that's Sal. Sal is your primary contact when it comes to the Pro Bending Federation. They came to your office after that press conference, and you talked it over. You signed a few things, and now I should also update your status with the Pro Bending Federation, because you're officially on contract and stuff. So no longer will you need the asterisks, because now you're actually the official detectives of the Pro Bending Federation.
So clearly, the first scene is of taking some paint to paint over the asterisks on our car.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
'Cause
I need
that's
to actually
very
write that in my
important.
notes. You're now the
Our car is
actually
a
official.
mess.
It probably is.
But he's trying his best every day.
So, I think I'm probably going to be playing Anzu for this session.
Okay. I was gonna ask everyone who you wanted to play, Because I know, obviously, Brooks, you're playing X because you don't have another character right now.
You don't know that.
Did you create another character that you wanted to play in the interim?
Maybe.
He's like, quick, give me a character sheet. Hold on.
Give me a character sheet. I'm gonna make another one.
Oh no, let me see real quick.
But yeah, so you're gonna be playing. Playing Anzu. Staney, are you playing Miss Etok, or you're gonna go back to playing Azumi?
I don't know, because I know Azumi would come back, but I have some stuff I want to do with Miss Etok.
Okay, we can play it by ear then.
Okay.
And
Do you know what we're going to be doing tonight? That might help us.
me, so I need to tell you some things that happened in the interim.
Oh, okay.
That you're gonna
Maybe-
see in the newspapers / people are gonna tell you about because there's some serious shit. So in the background of like almost everything you've been doing in Kyoshi Town, the two main triads that are there, who are the Creeping Crystals and the Terra Triad, have been preparing. Obviously y'all aren't fans of the Creeping Crystals, and they're not fans of you either. You've dealt with the Terra Triad before. You know, you've dealt with some of their people in Tiger Ward, but not really outside of that in Kyoshi Town, because that's where their main power base is. They've been gearing up for a war, for a big old turf war.
With each other, though, right?
Mhm.
Oh, not my problem. All right.
We're getting to that.
I was
We're
going
getting
to
to
see
that.
about that.
Yeah, it might be your problem. The police, who with your help actually have been monitoring the situation, and they want to prevent the war from happening. The person who tells you all about this actually is Zhu, your former beat cop friend who now works in downtown.
You have a nice haircut now.
Yeah, he does. He has a very nice haircut. He's got like his shoes polished and everything too, because he's in downtown. He has to.
You really are moving up in the world, Zoo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still not like metal bending cops or anything for obvious reasons. But more important thing, and I wanted to ask you all about this. We're trying to make the triads negotiate with each other. You know, prevent a lot of property damage, that kind of thing, from happening to the good people of Kyoshi Town. It was hard enough to convince the inspectors and the Chief Beifong to go along with this, but I'm heading that negotiation up. And I know the triads well enough that they don't want it, that they're at each other's throats. I mean, Creeping Crystal's already taken part of Central Kyoshi Town, and I know there's stuff moving around here in Tiger Ward too, with Terra, but we're gonna try sitting them down. But I don't have enough to really get them to work together right now. Not enough leverage, other than of course getting a lot of them arrested, which is the stick, not the carrot.
Have you tried punching?
That's also part of the stick, X.
So what you are
Wow.
asking for is if we can help you find this carrot, huh?
He nods. Yeah. Would be much appreciated. I imagine the police department would be very much in your debt. Though, I probably need to introduce you to my superior if we're gonna be working together.
Any friend of yours?
Friend is strong, but yeah, I'm gonna have to introduce you to her. She's in downtown. So,
Are
if
we
you accept
taking a
being,
trip then?
if you accept to be part of this, then I'll need to introduce you.
All of
I look
us?
to Casca, who is kind of our leader because they know what they they know how to write stuff down.
They always have a notepad with them.
I mean, I'm just going to say
they're the most
Yuki-
responsible person here.
Yuki has assumed that this whole detective agency is Casca's, and that Casca has hired all of you.
That's fair. That's honestly an honest assumption.
Yeah, it's a good assumption.
Y'all remember I used to be a gangster, right?
Oh yeah, I know, I remember that.
I mean, I have no idea. Apparently.
Yeah, I was about to say,
No,
Miss
no.
Missy Talk doesn't know that you're Red Monsoons. It's fine.
Does know that actually. Point of fact.
That's a good question. Out of the four original people. Well, out of the four original people, Nijong, basically. Who knows that?
Izumi does,
Hmm.
because she had a conversation with Casca about it after she had that whole. She blew up at Goro,
Mhm.
Yeah.
finding out he was in a triad.
Right. I have to imagine Nijong does, being being the big old rumor monger that he is. And he just doesn't put it out there because it's one of the few things that he's like, yeah, I know.
That's because
I
he's
like the
loyal.
Yeah, he's loyal, exactly.
Is that something you would bother trying to tell X? I think that's kind of one of the things that's like, don't ask, don't tell. It'd be like, if I don't ask, probably won't tell.
Well, it's not something I bring up every other breath or anything like that. Like, back when I was in the Red Monsoon.
Just name dropping.
Back when I was in Triads,
Right. Duster knows if anybody pulled on that string.
Yes, Duster does know. They actually are gonna be talking to y'all about this whole situation for very good reason because they live in central Kyoshi Town. But
Is that really a good reason?
their shop getting tossed over by the creeping crystals. I think so.
So
yeah.
you're looking
Fair.
to me as the leader.
Yeah, like
I
think we established that Anzu, if she didn't get the thing together, like she was at least like I don't think we really discussed exactly how this all came to be together.
That's true. We haven't had that flashback.
Never
episode
did.
yet.
Yeah.
We did a little. It was Anzu who got us all together.
We talked about it being Anzu, but like at the same time I feel like Anzu knows where her strengths are and she knows where Casca's strengths are.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why she's turning to Casca here.
We never had an origin episode, did we?
No.
That's not. Yeah, this isn't a
That's
game
not
that
necessary.
has- Yeah, it's basically like usually the assumption in Blades and the same thing Republic City by Night is that your crew has been working together for a bit before the first session, which is why you have a layer and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And it's not super important for us to go back and like look at exactly how we got together or whatever.
Mhm.
But I think I remember from the beginning we established that Anzu was like kind of the initiator of pulling people together, but also like I think as time has gone on, like Casca has stepped into the management position.
Oh, totally. Like it would totally make sense to me for Anzu to put us all together, but then just like not lead at all and just be lost in her notes and stuff. This
Weird
makes total
stuff.
sense.
To be fair, she's the perpetual grad student of the group.
Exactly.
she never
Fair.
graduated, like she never
Yep.
did finish her thesis. She just kept on
Oscar, though, just hammering it down. This is a notepad. Learn to read.
so good.
Learn to read.
Yeah.
Well, if you're looking for me for tacit approval, I think we should do it, because we've been on shaky ground with the police before, and if we deny them this, then I don't think we're going to get another opportunity to repair that relationship.
No, totally.
God, if we can prevent a war in Kyoshi Town, I think we should.
Wars are not fun.
I wouldn't know.
No, they're not.
Seems we're all in agreement then. Should we take the car?
Well, I know you have your own vehicle. I'll be taking mine. I don't want to take you on a ride downtown because that gives off the wrong impression entirely. So, but we're going downtown. We're going to be seeing the inspector.
Yes, if you have your own vehicle, then we'll just simply follow you.
Alrighty. Well, come along with me. We're just gonna like y'all get in the vehicles. You drive off to the downtown police station. This is like the headquarters of this is like police headquarters. So like each district has their own like precincts stations as well as like district stations. This is the station that controls the entire city basically. It's a big building. It's near a lot of the other government buildings. As you get out of the car, Zhu like kind of starts prepping all of you, being like, "All right, so the inspector we're going to be meeting is Inspector Ayuri. She is in charge of Kyoshi Town anti-triad operations. She's my direct superior for this. And yeah, I'll put her name in chat as well.
Oh God.
What?
She's a little bit of hard ass, former metal bending cop. So keep that in mind.
I will not.
Okay. Good. No, I'm Anzu. I don't need to ask that question. Let's keep going.
What were you going to ask? Now I'm curious.
Is she cute?
You're gonna find out.
Right. So
You'll find
I
out
don't need
very
to ask.
soon.
It's fine. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
Also, cute people in my game. Why are you?
That never happens.
Yeah, exactly. So you're let in. There's a police officer at the desk who's like sees you and it's just like it like goes. They talk and basically you're like, all right, you get visitor badges, and you're led up a couple of floors to the office of Inspector Ayuri. You open the door. She is looking at a map that has like a map of Kyoshi Town. That has a bunch of like pins and labels on it, and labels on it, and it has a few like arrows that are like directed in multiple places. She has her hair is in a bunch of intricate braids, not blades, intricate blade hair. That's very different.
Metal benders could do it.
Metal benders can do it. No, she has a bunch of intricate blades. She is in the uniform of the metal bending police. She still wears that uniform, even though she's not technically part of the metal bending police right now. Which is like this kind of like Kevlar vest over. It's not actually Kevlar, but it has that look. And like a long tunic and pants and boots that are all like greens and grays. She has she looks over at you. She has like her default look is a pointed look.
Love it.
Her default look is a pointed look. She has, and her intricate braids, like she has like deep brown hair. She looks over to you. Zhu, who are these people? And Zhu gives a salute. It's like, sir, these are the Jitao detectives. They're going to assist me in the negotiations. And she like looks over and puts her hands on the desk, both hands on the desk, just like, well, I guess I need to bring you up to speed on everything if Zhu hasn't already. And Zhu's just like, I want to say something, but not going to, because this is my superior. So she starts. As you may have heard, the Triads are the Crystals and Terra are looking to beat each other up in Kyoshi Town, and all of the civilians over there are going to be getting in the crosshairs. Now, we don't want that. We want to prevent that. Zhu here says that he can prevent that. I have my doubts about it. Chief Beifong has her doubts about it, but we're going to give it a chance.
Why?
Why? Giving it a chance?
Why doubt it?
The Triads are just like hard look at you. The Triads are not exactly the most pliant of organizations. I've worked against them for a long, long time, and they still exist in this city. More powerful than they should be for the longest amount of time. And we aren't even talking about the triple threats or anything. These are the mid-level Triads. Anyway, what we need you all to do is to go and find something to give us some more negotiating position, some more leverage on this side. Right now, the Triads, we might think of it as the Triads are holding Kyoshi Town hostage. We want to be able to be the negotiator there and get that hostage out. Understood?
Sounds fun.
Understood.
We are detectives, after all.
The toughest ones in Kyoshi Town.
Good.
Both, actually.
I look at Costco. What?
Good. Is it Zhu? You'll see them out. And she turns back around and she's just like, all right, let's go. He salutes and is just like, all right, let's go.
Bye.
Yeah.
It was a
So
pleasure to meet you.
Saint, does Ayuri know who I
If she does, she hasn't given any indication of
Okay,
such.
just wanted to know. All right.
As
I think
Casca has
as
just
we're-
been there silent the entire time, just like, don't look at me.
Yeah, you think that she gave you a look at some point, but you didn't. Yeah, maybe it was just a look. Who knows?
I think as we're walking out, I make sure like the door is closing behind us as I lean into Casca and I, in a low voice, say, "What exactly were we supposed to learn from that?" She told us exactly what you said.
We now have official permission to pursue it. I think that was our chance to either ask questions or back out, but we didn't really get a chance to ask any questions. So-
And we weren't really given an
Ask a
option to back
question.
out.
Did you have
Yeah.
a question that you wanted to ask, Casca? I'd be more than happy to ask it for you.
No, I'm sure that you can answer our questions. I just think that now it's all official. It's all official.
Yeah. So Ju brings you back downstairs, and you exit the police station. He turns around, it's just like, "All right, I need to go meet with my team. If you need to contact me, you know how to get to me. If I'm not there, call here. They'll get to me somehow."
Before you go, is there anything in particular you're looking for us to get, or will anything do?
Really anything, but the best things would be have something that's enticing to either the Terra Triumvirs or to, I don't know, like any of the higher ups in the Creeping Crystals. Terra, the crystals are the more they're the more volatile ones. So anything on them would be the most useful. Terra is a little bit more reasonable as far as I know, but that's because they're a little bit more spread out. So there you go. Also, you should probably, if you don't know the triad structure, the Terra is a triumvirate. They got 3 main people at the top. If you can get any of them to go along these negotiations, that would go a long way. Creeping Crystals are a little bit more traditional structure. So I don't think you're going to get to the hierarchy or anything like that. But if you can, power to you.
Thanks, Ju.
It's like, I'm going to go. I'll see you all, I imagine, at the negotiating table.
It's good to work
Hey.
with you again, Shu.
Good working with you as well. It's good to see you all again. You know, downtown's just a lot of paperwork, and it's good to be back on my feet again.
And you keep up with that haircut, all right?
I will do. He gives you a salute. He gives you all a salute, and then he goes off.
I think we head back to Nijong's to plan.
Alrighty.
Do we
Yeah.
need to go check out the office in Kyoshi Town? Because we haven't been by there since we heard it was tossed.
Well, I figured that's where Anna is.
Okay.
Do
Yeah.
you need me to head over there, or we can all just go and ignore that for now?
Well, we might as well take a look. It's in Yoshitown anyways.
Mm. All right. I start climbing on the back of the car. Lead the way.
Casca's lost in thought. They know that there's pieces missing to this puzzle, and they don't know what they are. And so,
If I could get a glimpse of them, I could tell you.
right?
I guess that means Anzu's driving.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I'm not gonna drive.
Of course not. You have people for that.
Exactly.
In this car.
Well, if I can drive. I'm just not going to be talking while I do it. I don't know. What kind of jockey skill do you have? Since we've never jockeyed, I don't think.
You've never had a high-speed chase in this game, other than the one, which Izumi just sped after.
I just on
Firebending.
foot, you know.
Yeah.
When you got firebending.
Yeah, I
every
don't
problem
have
looks-
any jockey, but I'm
like
just
burn.
regular driving, not high speed chasing.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's
I'm
fine.
also 0 in jockey, so we're both.
Everybody's equally bad at driving.
Except for Izumi, who
Yeah,
can
except
drive
for
but
Izumi.
chose not to that one time.
Anna actually has a 1 jockey, so
What?
Let's go get our driver.
But yeah, you can just drive over there. It's not a
Yeah.
big deal. It's just in any case where you're gonna have like high speed chase or anything, where you need to deal with the vehicle, you're probably gonna want to spend stress to alleviate that. But yeah, you make your way over to the Kyoshi Town branch office. It is you could just tell from the outside, like the door got smacked down by an earthbender. Like you enter the building, the place is trashed. It's a damn mess. I think we talked about this last time where Tuyen isn't here right now, but she'll be here if you want her to be here. Yeah, the place has just been tossed.
Well, like I figure that Anna is in the back in the workshop. Thank you. Could not find that word in my brain. Is in the back in the workshop, like putting stuff back together and like.
I think Azumi's there too, which is like surprising. I feel like while we were down at the police station, she finally was able to convince her mom to let her go back to work, and she went to the office and nobody was there. And then Yuki was like, well, maybe they're at the branch office that got destroyed. She's like, what? And like went over there.
Bold of you to assume I didn't leave a note.
No, both of you to assume that Yuki would read the notebook.
There's that, yeah.
Or sorry, not Yuki, that Azumi would read the notebook.
No, Yuki read it for her. It's fine.
I wasn't paying attention. I heard about the office. I'm just like, okay, gotta go.
Yep. So yeah, you've been here for a bit with Anna, and I imagine Venat is also here because Venat heard about it.
So yeah, we're just like there cleaning stuff up, I think.
Jesus, what happened?
The entire cast is in one room. How can we all fit?
We've somehow managed to put the entire cast in one room. Congratulations, everybody.
The good chair's broken.
You left the bad chair alone.
Why do they always take the good chair and never the bad chair?
Oh my gosh, you guys, what happened here? Everything's like a mess. Also, hi, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm
We've,
sorry it took so long. I didn't mean to be away so long. Is everything okay? What happened?
We've made some enemies.
Emphasis.
Yeah, well, I can see that.
Oh my god. Oh.
Let's see. How long have you been gone, Azumi? Let's see.
A week.
A week? Yeah.
Right, no,
about a
like
week.
like the entire season actually. So.
True.
Yeah, which has only been about a week.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I get it. I get it.
Of course, she shows up for just the last second to last session. It's fine.
So I introduce Yuki to Izumi, and I assume that you've heard the press conference about her becoming an official member of our group as she moves forward with her.
Yeah, that's actually part of how I was able to convince my mom to like not put me under house arrest anymore. Because I was like, come on, like there's mover stars, and then that whole pro bending actual sponsorship went through. I mean, she couldn't really keep saying no, and then I snuck out the back, so it's fine. Can I have an autograph? Of course, and then Yuki signs it.
And it's just been in the background, like moving stuff around and like not talking to anybody.
Anna, are you okay back there?
She doesn't say anything, but she kind of like nods. But you have to be watching her to see that, so.
It's not like
She
X
doesn't
can't
talk
see
much,
over
does
everyone.
she?
That's true.
Like I came in and she didn't even say anything to me. Just kind of grunted. I don't know what's on. It's fine. It's probably fine. I'm gonna go move these boxes that have fallen off the shelf, and I'm gonna grab a broom, and I'm not gonna light anything on fire. Okay, Casca, I got this. And she just like runs off.
You also, like, Anna's like, I'm also not gonna light anything on fire. Like, half to herself.
I look over to Anna. We know this, and we love you.
Like, I also think, like, maybe she had been talking to Venat while they were working until Azumi showed up,
Mm-hmm.
and then she just stopped talking again.
Oh. Oh. Azumi intimidates her.
I mean, Azumi is intimidating. Like,
She's
She's-
fiery.
Yeah. She actually runs out of the back and then she gives X a big ol' hug and says, I missed you, by the way. And then she runs back off.
Her family is really nice. I don't know if y'all been over there. They are the most welcoming and just kind people I've met in this.
it didn't seem like that if they've been keeping her under house arrest, but
Well, you know, big families like that, you gotta rein in all the little ones. You gotta make sure, you know, you got your eye on these 5, and then you got another 6 running away. You just gotta like, rein everybody in sometimes.
I was an only child. I'm afraid I don't really know
Oh,
anything
see.
about it.
See, that's your problem.
I suppose so.
Yeah, but hey, you got us siblings. I can't say. Yeah, siblings. You got us as siblings.
I'll take that, X.
Anna, do we are these your notes here? We kind of need something to organize our thoughts with.
I do kind of need those, but And
Okay.
then she like pulls out a notebook. I do have copies. It's
No.
it's fine. I guess.
You know what? I don't think this place is a good place to get back on our feet with.
I cleaned up all
need
the
to-
glass.
No. It is a okay place to be. I just think that the chi here is off. We need to do a lot of talking. I think
I'm
it's
very good at that. Hanzu goes over and like puts a hand on Anna's shoulders, like, "Don't worry, we'll do it for you."
ooh. Casca doesn't like that, but okay. Casca wants everybody to have their voice. So, internal wince on that.
That's fine.
Yeah. So I suggest that we all go back to the Tiger Ward office,
I
where
think
there are
that would-
chairs,
I think
maps.
that would be appropriate. I
Um,
wonder what happened here, though.
Can I do a bend roll to kind of get a? I guess in a sense, bend like the intentions of like is it bending? Were they bending to just wreck, or were they bending in a sense to look for something?
That's a good question. Yeah, I think you could bend to like to perceive, because Casca did have a point with the chi. It's gonna be a more limited effect, because this is the after effects of something. There isn't anybody to like cheat. There's nobody's chi to perceive here, but you can try. Certainly try.
Would this be controlled or a fortune roll?
Well, listen to Brooks doing the terms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a minute, but I figured it out.
Bam.
Yeah.
I love it. I think this is controlled. Like there could be some risk in there. There could be consequences from this that aren't immediate, but they exist.
Also, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I know out of character, we know that the Wanshi detectives did this. Do we know that in character?
I think you do. I think
How do
Tu
we
Yen
know that?
informed you. They left something that indicated that it was them. Like
Didn't
they had.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't you say that last time that they left some kind of a calling card?
Yeah, they left like a calling card that was like an owl symbol, because they're supposed
Oh,
to.
right.
Okay.
So you do know it's Wanshi.
So gaudy.
Or someone pretending to be Wanshi.
Or someone pretended to be Wanshi at least, but you know.
All right.
I love that hopeful thinking.
I'm gonna discuss with my sage real quick. Casca, should I go ahead and go for the roll?
I think it's totally in character for you to do it, so you should totally do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just never lived down. I'm just never internally living down that horrible mistake I made.
Yeah, because you didn't ask, like, you weren't like,
Oh,
should I
no.
spend stress? Should I do a devil's
Yeah.
bargain? That kind of stuff.
I
I-
switched straight.
I wouldn't pursue any stress or devil's bargains at this point, no. But
And you're pretty good at bending, right? Yeah.
Woo! That's a crit.
Oh,
All that bend
nice.
dice you have.
Damn! Look at that.
Let me just move the cast to the side so we can see that
So
it's in fact a
yeah,
crit.
you were asking like what was the intention here? The intention here was they weren't here just to wreck up the place. They were looking for something. You know those tunnels you chased the Harmony Restoration people into? You know how they're connected to this office?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They were looking for the entrance to one of those tunnels here, and they could not find it. Because y'all did a pretty good job of like securing that.
So here's how I imagine this doing it. I take off my shoes
Mhm.
and just kind of close my eyes and just get a walk around here. Guys, this wasn't just a beat up. This was moved with purpose.
What do you mean, X?
They were looking for something. Like usually when people break in, that I've seen in the past during my tours, when they break in and just want to leave a message, it's a little bit more messy than this. This was them trying to find something, but only thing I know that's around here is, sorry, out of character. Do I know about the entrance?
Yeah, you do. You were you do, because you were around when you did arresting all the Harmony Restoration people, and you ran down one of those tunnels
Mm-hmm.
to get to where Casca and Anzu were, when they were capturing the 2 Harmony Restoration people.
It's like they were looking for something underneath here.
There's
I can't-
something underneath here?
I can't recall
Well, there's the tunnels, of course.
from when we fought the Harmony Restoration people. Guys, they were looking for the tunnels.
X
Look,
also
did they
heard
find
somebody's
them?
name for once.
Well, did they find them? If there's tunnels underneath here, that I assume they connect into the headquarters, into the.
I go to the
Branch
secret. I go
office.
to the secret entrance.
Venat's
Yeah.
like, no, they didn't find it.
Yeah, you can go to the secret entrance, just push it open. It's like, nah, they didn't find it. Yeah. So there's another thing to X's thing.
That's Venat's work. Venat made the
Mm.
entrance.
Yeah, 100%. That's a thing for X as well. You know that if they were trying to tear down this building, there would not be any walls here. There would not be walls. Half of this place would probably have been up in smoke, that kind of stuff. Because Wan Shi, as you know, recruits all bending types. But yeah.
But why would they be looking for? Anza, do you know why they would be looking for the entrance?
Do I have a way that I would know why they would be looking for the entrance? Let me read my character sheet again.
Yeah, do you? You might.
What about that thing about that gumshoe about putting all the things together and making sense?
I don't think we have enough clues for that to work, unless I'm wrong.
I'm just guessing that they've been studying the Harmony Restoration movement before we made our move, and they were just one step too slow
Yeah.
for us.
You could always study this area. You could eyeball it.
I was looking at my character sheet and I just realized that I have a power that I should have used that I didn't. I don't know if you'll let me retroactively use.
What power is that?
It is, I've heard of them.
Ah, yes.
I can ask you one question about a person, such as, what was her title? Inspector
Ayuri.
Yeah,
you wanna
Inspector
know
Ayuri.
something about her?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What do you
You're
want to
like,
know
you
about
already
the
spent
Inspector?
that. Is she cute? And
Already asked.
Already asked. Nah. Yeah. What would you like to know about the Inspector? And then you tell me how you know this. I believe is how that works.
Yeah.
I think that's how the move works. Let me check. It's a socialite move. I know that.
So, yeah, and then I say
Yeah.
how
Say
I
how
learned
you
it.
learn this detail.
Okay.
Yeah.
My question is, are they an honest cop, or are they on the take?
Ooh. She is an honest cop. she's a metal bending cop, and the metal bending cops are like infamously incorrupt.
Incorruptible. Okay.
Yeah, but the thing about the metal bending cops is that they're also just like they're very, very loyal to the council. So they're not like the fairest people in the world.
But she's also an ex-metal bending cop, so
Yeah.
that means that there's a possibility there could have been some.
Yeah, but
Something
she's an honest cop.
But
As-
also still a cop, so.
Yeah, exactly. She's yeah.
I'm wondering if the word in our universe for a corrupt cop is a rusty cop. If they're metal benders.
Nice. Yes. That's yeah. Hell yeah. I'm writing that down.
I love it. So. Yeah, I probably. I mean, I know a number of cops. Some of them are dirtier than others.
Rusty.
Oh, Jean.
But I think actually this is probably someone who I would know, like, through, oh, we lost Brooks.
Rip.
Welp.
Well.
Game over.
So, like, I feel like this is maybe something that I know through having, who my mom is. Like, her being
The judge. Yeah,
a
the judge. Yeah.
Yeah.
You definitely know that through your mom being a judge, because she definitely works with the she works with the higher level police,
Mhm.
and the inspector is one of them. Inspector is like not the highest, because like the ranks of police aren't really specified, but I'm using like American cop ranks, and it's like there's Chief Beifong. She has like a few assistant chiefs of police, and then there's like the inspectors, and then like the rest of the actual police ranks, like captains and stuff, and then the metal bending cops are sort of separate, but not actually. Yeah, someone's got Brooks Cam. Somebody did. But yeah, you know that about Inspector Ayuri.
Cool. That's really all I needed to know for right now.
Mhm.
Just Cam, stop doing this. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix the. Doesn't matter. So no, I don't have any cool powers that I can use here, in order to know anything more.
Not unless you just want to like eyeball it or something.
Yeah, I'll eyeball it.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Eyeball.
Try to, yeah. Eyeball that location, because this
I
is
was gonna
this
say,
location. See what's going on.
I could potentially help or group action here
Ooh, yeah.
if you wanted to eyeball together
Sure.
or study. I'm equally one dot in both.
I
or
feel
I
like
could spend stress if you just want the help.
why don't you just give me the help? I'll take the die, as I start like.
Yeah. How do you help? What's it look like?
Well, it kind of depends on what she's doing, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me what you're doing. That'll help me do position and effects. as
You know
well.
what? Actually, I think it's got to be study, because
Okay.
I think this is like I feel like we have made like maps or something of the underground like while we've been here,
Mhm.
and so like it's me like unrolling them and like comparing it to like a street overlay and stuff like that, just trying to figure out what these might be connected to that we hadn't considered before, you know?
Yeah, totally. That's a fair thing.
And so then the way I'm helping is I'm also looking over these maps. I'm pointing out things that maybe Anzu doesn't see, or using like, because obviously we run in different circles. She's an academic, I'm a socialite. So
Mhm.
maybe I know like, oh, well, actually that business, the back room of that business doesn't actually do that. It's a front for something else.
Right, yeah.
Like that kind of stuff.
Cool, let's do it. Wow, that's bad.
That's those are twos right there.
Sure are. They sure are.
All right. So, well,
Well, a pair of twos is better than nothing.
all
We're playing poker.
right. Yeah. So this is totally Deadlands right now. Yeah.
No.
No. It's no. All right. So for gather information. Oh boy. There aren't any consequences. This is just like gather information. You get to ask a question. You could ask me a question.
I mean, what are these tunnels connected to that I think might be of interest to, what do you call it?
Detectives.
Yeah, the
Wan Chi.
detectives. Wan Chi. So the biggest problem right now is that you haven't actually plotted out a lot of the tunnels. Like you've plotted out bits and pieces. Obviously, you plotted out like here, the Harmony Restoration Movement's headquarters. Like there are a few other places. Dusters is actually part of this. Dusters like Antiquities shop is part of that network. Other than that, you just haven't. You don't know. You haven't like gone and looked basically.
New priority. I think we should figure out where all of these tunnels go.
Priorities. We have lots of those. So I'm a
Perhaps
little
we should-
Go ahead.
I was going to say perhaps we should focus on preventing a war before we figure out why this happened.
Yes. Well, we are at war, and we can prevent a war. Oh, guess who's back?
Welcome back.
It's Brooks!
Hey.
Yay!
Hello.
Hey, oh god, this is embarrassing.
What?
I don't know what's going on.
Oh no.
That was legit weird. I have no idea what just happened. Everything was just vibing, no lag or anything. But I did get a nice screenshot of everybody.
Again. Once
Yay.
again. More screen caps.
But, back to our regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, so I think Anzu wants to map or wants to have these mapped. I don't think she wants to do it herself. But also, I feel like this maybe is a project that Anna can take care of while we do other things.
Yeah, maybe. It is perhaps her vice, if you've decided whether her vice is mapping these tunnels or doing flying experiments.
Well, I haven't found anyone to help me with flying experiments, so I guess it's gonna have to be mapping these tunnels.
But
Alrighty.
what if I use my fire bending and then we go rocketing into the sky?
That sounds like a good first date, but I don't know if it's gonna be advice.
Is it sustainable though?
I
Over
mean,
a long
that's just
period
going
of
to
time.
depend on like the wing mass and all that science nonsense.
I see.
Yes. See, that was the this is how the first odd air balloon got created. Same kind of process.
There was a
Just
date.
There was a date.
I tried to impress a girl with fire bending.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so that's the information you have about the maps, which is to say, you don't have most of them plotted. You know they
Okay.
exist. You don't know where they go to, for the most part. You got a few locations, obviously.
Yeah, I think then I definitely feel like exploring the tunnels is something that Anna is gonna do and then like
Yeah.
get addicted to,
Right, of course.
because
Of
there's
course.
always more tunnels.
Yeah, there are always more tunnels, especially when you start creating more tunnels. You're welcome. So I think what we can do, because we do I guess it depends. How do you want to pursue gaining some leverage in these negotiations with the triads?
Well, didn't you say we have other things that we need to, like, you have other things that we have to interact with first, like other scenes that have to happen?
They don't have to, but there are people who would like to talk to you. Like Duster wants to talk to you because
we
obviously,
should talk to Duster while we're in Kyoshi Town and then head to the office and talk about
yeah.
what we're
What,
gonna do.
what's up, Brooks?
Anna's going into the tunnels by themselves.
I mean, Azumi can tag along, even though she's probably not wanted.
Good. Yes. Perfect.
Yeah, excellent.
That's good. I like it. This is
I
a way that
I can light it.
our spare characters can just go and do something very important and not have to be on camera.
Exactly. There we go.
And
Hey,
she can
they-
light fires, but it's all underground stuff, so she won't burn anything down. It's
Yeah,
perfect.
because fire in a confined space is definitely a good idea.
I mean, if it's not burning anything real, does it actually have smoke? Probably
Are,
not. It's
are your
fine.
friends not real? Is that what you're saying?
Am I burning my friends?
No, but
Then why would there be smoke?
why are you?
It doesn't have
why
to
are
be
you
smoke. It's
burning
just
things?
sucking the oxygen out of the air. It's fine.
Yeah, it's.
We,
Well, I mean,
we
this
don't
is
need
also-
physics, okay?
This is also firebending. It doesn't. Yeah, it's fine. But
I
yeah.
was gonna say, are we back to a first edition wizard fireball? Are we plotting out like cubes of space?
Oh God, no, please. So yeah, the other characters are gonna have a nice side adventure, down in the tunnels, doing a dungeon crawl.
That would definitely be like a filler episode.
Yeah, this is 100% a filler up. They're 100% a filler episode,
Secret
but-
tunnel. Secret tunnel.
Tunnel
Mhm, no.
under the district. secret tunnels. Hey everybody, happy 15th anniversary of Avatar: Last Airbender, because that happened a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
it did.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so y'all are gonna head over to Duster's, which is in the middle of central Kyoshi town. You see that there have been several roadblocks, very improvised roadblocks, which is basically just like usually a gang has set up a couple of cars to block the road, which you have to get around to get to Duster's. You've also seen a couple of building as you drive by, there's a building that's being it's having its door just smashed open by some triads, some crystals who are just throwing the door open and threatening people inside. Because shakedowns, fun times.
We don't need to step in there.
Yeah.
That would be dangerous.
You stop at Duster's.
No, X, I'm serious. Stay in the car.
You stop at Duster's antique shop. Duster, as you get inside, Duster is they're like clearing some of the antiques, like putting them into boxes, and they turn around and see you and like kind of pull their coat together. It's good to see you again. Been a little bit. So, things are kind of serious, as you might be able to see on the streets.
I'm afraid
And-
we've noticed, yes.
I'm a little bit afraid. Just a little bit. I know the crystals haven't come here yet, but I'm expecting them to come here soon. So, not entirely sure what's happening, but I know a turf war when I see one.
I put my hand on the counter. I lean forward and I say, actually, maybe you could help us out. Because we are trying to stop that turf war before it happens.
That's good to hear. At least you give them that would give us some time. What did you have in mind?
We need leverage. We need something to make the idea of keeping the peace a little more appealing, if you understand.
They nod. Yeah, I get you. Appealing to who, I suppose?
Well, they, out of character, he told us Terra is more reasonable.
Mm.
But here's the question. Don't both of them have to agree not to go to war?
Yes.
So what we really need is something for
creeping crystals.
crystals, because the Terras are more reasonable and they might be willing to negotiate with less or nothing if we can give something to the
Yeah, that's
Cool.
also the big thing for you as a crew is the creeping crystals do not like you.
Oh yeah, they're not big.
So that's one of the biggest things is you're in on this, and obviously if you're gonna convince the crystals, you're gonna need something like very
Also, I can just disguise myself as somebody else. It's fine. I'm an actress.
It's true. It's true. Look, this is all part of the movie. It's fine.
We gotta convince them. We can convince.
Actually,
Well,
I
they're
almost-
also like
tier 3.
tier 3, and
Yeah.
we're tier 1.
Yeah,
0
right.
right now.
Are we? Oh,
'Cause
because
we're
we're
at
at
war.
war.
You're tier 0 strong because you're at war. Yeah.
Jeez.
Beat up the Wand Shoes detectives, and then we'll go from there.
Almost
Something
forgot.
to appease the crystals, I think. since they're not exactly reasonable.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lieutenant who's probably going to be in charge of this. You ain't going to get the hierarch. Nobody does. They're kind of secretive. They have a protege, but I don't know about her either. Ooh, what's their name again? Chao Gong. Their lieutenant.
I've heard of Xiaogong.
You have?
Yeah.
What have you heard?
What have I heard? What is their favorite restaurant?
Ooh, that's a very good question. Let me look at what I've written down for them. Or for him, I should say. There's an all-you-can-eat place in South Kyoshi Town. I don't have a name for it, but it's an all-you-can-eat place. That's his favorite place.
It's one of those places that actually doesn't have a name. Like you have to know it.
Oh, right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the Green Door or something like that.
Mhm.
Oh, I know exactly who would eat at the Green Door at this place,
Mhm.
and who would be the perfect person to have told me about Zhejiang, which is Uncle Ma.
Of course Uncle Ma would know, yeah. Uncle Ma would know.
Uncle Ma took me there one time for dinner, or maybe brunch. Feels more like Anzu Uncle Ma style. Is
Yeah.
brunch.
And all you can eat brunch. I love it.
Yeah, of course. All you can eat mimosas, all you can eat bacon, and all you can eat. Why you can eat anything else?
I too love to eat a mimosa.
So crunchy. Yeah. So like we were there, and Uncle Bob points out, "Oh, that's Zhejiang from the Creeping Crystals, one of their lieutenants.
Yeah.
He's in here all the time. This must be one of his favorite places."
Do you want a description of what Chao Gong looks like since you've seen him before?
Yeah.
Chao Gong, my reference for him is Nappa from Dragon Ball Z.
Yes!
Okay.
Let's go!
It's fine.
For anybody who doesn't know who Nappa is,
Sorry, I had to Google.
Why are you here?
Nappa is a large bald man with a mustache. That's his, yeah. He's big and muscly, and he shouts about power levels along with Vegeta.
That's like the only ball Saiyan.
Yeah, he's the only bald Saiyan.
Mimosa in a bacon goblet.
So yeah,
So how do you know when he goes Super Saiyan?
It's
you
the
don't.
tail.
Yeah, it's the tail.
Mm.
Yeah, Nappa is.
His eyebrows are blonde.
Oh, and his eyes go blue. True, it's subtle.
Yeah.
Clever, you know what? That's actually
Oh, you
really
got-
clever. Shave your head, and no one knows your real power level.
Yeah, like, oh my god, he put on contacts in the midst of battle. That's so hardcore.
And bleached his eyebrows. What? This guy's so extra.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
He's very
Chao,
extra.
Chao Gong. Eats at the Green Door. He's a Creeping Crystals lieutenant. He's definitely muscle. Of the bits and pieces about how the triad hierarchy works. And the Creeping Crystals is a more traditional triad hierarchy. So there's a hierarch, and then they have their direct sub commanders, and then those sub commanders have lieutenants. And the lieutenants are usually the primary gang leaders, so they have their own small part of their territory, and they are the leaders of that.
Okay.
But yeah, Chao Gong is the person that Duster's yeah, you could go talk to them. I also know someone that isn't so happy about these negotiations, mostly because Kyoshi Tao's not part of them.
And perhaps they should be.
I mean, it is our town. It's our district. So
Well, you saw what happened with the negotiation Tiger Ward, bringing the people in
yeah,
in exchange.
I mean, the problem is downtown doesn't really give a shit about that. And they're the ones who are doing this. It's the cops.
Well,
So,
you know, now we are as well. It's not that it's not like we don't have any leverage on your behalf.
true. You know who you're gonna want to talk to? You're gonna want to talk to Tion. She's the one who's loudest about it. Put her name too. Tion. Tion is a Kyoshi Town. For anybody who lives in Kyoshi Town, which is X actually, you know who Tion is. You've heard of her. She's a community leader in Kyoshi Town. Like she's the like de facto, like if there's somebody has like a problem and the like city government can't deal with it, they go to her and she like tries dealing with it basically.
Oh yeah, she was able to help me and my roommate get our rent down.
Yeah. Exactly. Not a fan of Chung Su, I can tell you that much.
Nobody is.
I was about to say no one is, but
Then perhaps you can introduce us, X?
X gives a stretch because like she rarely gets to do this. I suppose so. If we all need to, we'll meet my acquaintance.
So I think what we can do, since I think the primary thing for y'all is finding stuff for the creeping crystals, and also, of course, talking to the people of Kyoshi Town, we're gonna start a case clock for the crystals.
Bless you, bless you, bless you.
We're gonna start a clock for the crystals. Where is it? There it goes. This one's gonna be your case clock. I'm also going to add a clock for basically you're gonna be on a time limit.
X, your camera died?
Oh no!
No, I'm still with you guys. I'm still with
Okay,
you.
Hey.
there you go.
So I already started a clock.
Oh, you
About
did? Oh, you
what are the
did.
So we're already one tick down on that.
Okay, you have the loser lawn clock. That's right. Okay, I'm gonna put it on screen for everybody else, but now it's gonna be instead of a project clock, it's a like actual full-on clock.
Okay.
So.
It's now group clock and not a Casca clock.
Yeah. You've imported it to the rest of the group. You're like, actually, I already have a tick on this. Yeah, what are the creeping crystals up to? No, it's good.
That's right. I forgot you. You're so good, Casca. This is why you're the leader.
I will follow you to the ends of the earth.
Yeah, so
So I'm gonna leave now, and
you're gonna leave. Just be like, here's this evidence I already have.
no, like, I have to.
I know you have to go. I'm goofing.
It's funny. It's funny because it's true.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to figure out why storyline-wise I would not show up the rest of the episode.
Maybe you have to take care of something else.
Or maybe this is too close to the cops.
Maybe you needed to go down in the tunnels to
Along with everyone else.
to chaperone.
There was an accident in the
Anna and
tunnels.
Izumi.
There's an accident in the tunnels.
They need your Tetsuba.
I mean, two reckless girls who like to blow things up in some tunnels. You know, so there's like
So an escort mission, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Well, I'm thinking it has something to do with my paranoia. Like, I think there's
Oh,
something
100%.
I'm pursuing that has to do with that. Like,
So
I if I had to guess, I would say that I know that the Wanshi Detective Agency is following us, and I want to find out who's following us and get them to stop.
yes,
So that we can have a little bit of breathing room to do our job.
that is a very reasonable yet paranoid thing for you. Yeah,
I
100%.
agree. Actually, that's great.
that's perfect.
Yeah, let's I guess we can do XP for you right now before you leave.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think
You should get some XP.
yeah, you're sending yourself off to do something else with this. So yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Did you address a challenge with quick thinking or conspiracy?
Got those notes.
I just been thinking a lot. That's what I've been doing this episode. Thinking
Yeah.
a lot. So
Lots of thinking.
I mean, kind of importing those notes from your personal project into our main thing. I feel like that's kind of falls under that. Like, hey, look, I've already done some of the groundwork for you guys.
yeah, here's a
And we
here's
didn't
Loser
even
Lawn,
know.
Right?
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
here's Loser Lawn. Yeah, exactly. So I think that works for an XP.
Okay.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
well, my background came up because I'm very nervous inside. I wouldn't talk to Yuri
Yeah.
in case
Yeah.
she would recognize my voice for whatever reason it was.
Exactly. So yeah, that definitely came up. Yeah, I don't know if the whole leader thing would be a thing that also came up with this.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that could be if it's part of your like beliefs or drives or anything like that. Like,
Well,
I'm
if-
taking
if-
the lead.
It sounds like I don't think that they wanted this, but if this is what they're going to be doing, then they're going to take it up from here on out.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Also,
Then,
like
yeah.
your goal of going straight, like also the fact that we've been officiated, like
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, we're super. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
You're super officials. Yeah. 2 for
Yeah.
that. Struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session. I wonder. Paranoia.
All right. All right. So I'll take 4.
Yeah. 4.
4 sounds right.
Okay.
Yeah. 4.
And if it comes up, I just bought the ability that I can expend my special armor to push myself when gathering information or working on a long-term project. So if you do use me somehow to do some stuff this episode, I would
We need to
definitely use it.
remember your free flashbacks.
The White Lotus Gambit. The 2 times you can assist without paying
That's
stress.
true.
We definitely need to
We
remember
should
that.
put those on the board
I'm
as
going
things
to
we
right
can
now.
spend.
Good
Yeah.
idea. Good idea.
White Lotus Gambit. Count is 2. There you go. It's above the clocks.
Fantastic.
Perfect.
All right.
And
well
Dragon of the
then-
West.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
Dragon of the West 1.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's pushing a special armor to push for gather information.
Or to protect your teammates.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm. When Casca just dumps out of a closet and
With a Tetsubo.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they broke through that closet with a Tetsubo.
Yeah, exactly. I just see like Casca walking into frame, Tetsubo over the shoulder, just like a badass.
Mhm.
Here's
Yeah.
Casca.
Casca and closets don't get along anymore.
Fair.
All right. So I think you need to go, and we're gonna. I think it's time to take a break as well.
Exactly. We'll take a short break. Hey, LZT, welcome just in time for a break. We're just gonna be about 4 or 5 minutes. We need to stand up, stretch, use the restroom, etc. We'll be right back. Stick around, please. Hello, everyone. Welcome back from break. I'm sorry that took a minute. I had to take care of my dog, and then the cat got outside, and I had to get the cat back inside.
Oh, well, that happens.
Cat came back very next day.
Cats and dogs, everyone. Cats and dogs.
Cats and dogs. So we left off on Casca just being like, "Hey, I've been doing research on this actually." So you got something to start off on, but you also have a ticking clock because the creepy crystals aren't gonna wait for you.
Yeah.
They'll wait because the cops are forcing them to wait, but otherwise, you're on a time limit for these negotiations.
Yeah, so, we need to find some stuff.
Yep.
is this something we want to spread out for, or do you think we should handle these one by one?
The more eyes, the better, I think.
All right, I'll go ahead. I'm gonna go talk to Tian myself then, and I'll meet you guys back at HQ. Our HQ, not their HQ. Their HQ sucks. Our HQ is cool.
Right. Then,
I suppose I should try to get in contact with this Chao Gong fellow.
it's a good idea, and perhaps I'll follow up on, the Luzerlon angle that, Casca so graciously, filled us in on.
Alrighty.
I'll try not to get killed.
Wow.
That made X nervous.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
so-
I'm gonna go negotiate with one of our worst enemies, and they're real strong, and they're benders. Bye.
All right. So
I have no backup. I'm fine. It's fine.
you split the crew into 3 parts. Let's who should we start with? So all 3 of these people are in Kyoshi Town somewhere. So It's not a question of distance. It's a question of narrative.
So when Casca brings up Luzerlon, I have two questions.
Yeah.
One, can you refresh Kelsa's memory
Yeah.
about what we learned from that? I remember it happening.
Yeah, so Luzerlon, he's a crystal. He's like big in every way. He's just like a really big dude.
Right.
He's a grifter. Is his primary thing. Like he does like Pai Sho grifts along with like other grifts. Hence his moniker of loser.
Oh, that's
Right.
It's like ironic, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
ironic. He never loses.
Right.
He also trains the rival to Lie the Brave. Is the other thing, which is X's stage name.
Wait, he what?
He trains your rival.
Oh, he's the trainer for your. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Did we tell X that part? Because we might have actually. I might change
No,
the
We
plan.
don't tell X a lot of stuff, honestly.
Like we love you, X, but
Yeah, no, it's you're smart. Can't be trusted.
okay. So
Yeah, that's what you know about Luzerlon.
okay, but when Casca mentioned Luzerlon, I was like, I've heard of him.
Of course you have.
Of course I have.
Oh, where did you come from?
Yeah. What do you want to know about Luzerlon?
Does he have a significant other, and who are they?
I'm gonna say yes. I need to figure out who. Give me a second. Let me look at my Kyoshi Town chart.
Sorry, what I meant to say was, Saint, do you think we have enough NPCs?
I'm connecting him to an NPC who already exists.
Good.
You remember Nom?
Good. Oh,
Remember Nom, the transit operator? Yeah, they're an item. Yeah.
Oh man, I feel like this is something like that I learned while we were in Nom's apartment.
Definitely. Yeah.
And
there's a photo.
I
or
saw
something.
it, but Casca didn't pick up on it, put it together. But that's totally something that Anzu would pick up on or follow. And so yeah, like she's like when Casca was like, I found this, then Anzu is like, oh, I've heard of him. Isn't he and Nom a thing? There's a picture there. I can try, so that's where I can go and find him.
That's a weird couple. Is that not a weird couple? That's a kind of a weird couple.
A little.
That's why I kind of love it, but
No, I'm not saying it's wrong. Just say that's a weird couple. But all right.
I just looked at my Kyoshi Town map and I'm like, you know what?
You do you, Nom. You do you.
Yeah.
no, I love it because it has the perfect in for why Anzu knows this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's
also really good.
Oh god, I'm really, really, really happy I picked up this ability.
It's a very good ability.
It's so good.
Very good ability.
And now I don't have to pick it up because you've got it.
Yeah, just hope that Anzu doesn't leave again and we'll be out of it.
It's fine. I got.
I love
other
how
ways.
Anzu has two abilities that are just like, hey GM, tell me some information.
Hey GM, can you tell me some information? Can I just get some information for free? Just give it to me.
Hey, yeah, just tell me the end game. You know,
Just spill it out for me. I really love it though because I get to ask some really pointed questions and I don't have to have a plan as to how to get those answers.
Exactly.
After you tell them to me, I can figure out how I might have learned them, and it's
It's good.
it's so good. I'll stop admiring the mechanics. And
this is a play test to be fair, but you know.
I feel like it's actually, you know, there's a power very similar to this in
Scum has it.
in Scum Villainy, and I feel
Yeah.
like it's something that I haven't actually gotten to engage with before
Yeah.
on either side of the GM strain. And I am really enjoying it, and it's kind of making me feel like the Scum and Villainy games I'm in are lesser for not having had it.
Yeah, the Scum ability, because I based it off of Scum ability. I don't remember what it's called. Or I think I based it off of Scum ability. I don't
I don't
remember.
know.
off the top
It
of my
feels
head.
very familiar, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I love it. It's really great, and I really enjoy those kind of like ask me a question, I tell you the answer, and then you tell me how you found out about it.
It's not Scum. It's Dungeon Worlds.
I was
It's
gonna
about
say
lore.
it's Dungeon
It's
World.
just lore, of
because-
course.
Yeah,
of
it's just about lore,
course,
but
of
only for people
course.
instead
Yeah.
of places.
I was gonna say I know this
course.
ability. I've heard this
Yeah.
before, and I used to run Dungeon World.
No, that makes
Yeah,
so much sense. That makes
it's
so much
about
sense
lore
why-
slash the arcane
Yeah,
lore
yeah,
thing
yeah,
for
yeah.
bards.
Okay, and it's
Yeah.
kind of married to the I Know a Guy in
Yeah.
Scum and Villainy,
Exactly.
where you can just invent NPCs, but this
Mhm.
instead lets you just know stuff. Well, I mean, in a way, you can know stuff about those NPCs that you invent, but it's here.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
Anyway, so you know Chao Gong and Nam are an item.
okay. Loser Lawn and Nom.
Loser Lon and Nam, not Chao Gong. Chao
Yes.
Gong is busy eating at the Green Door.
Right.
Which is where I'm gonna be going.
Yes.
in
yeah, no,
disguise.
it's fine.
I'm
and-
gonna ask you about your disguise soon, but
How many people know that? Oh well, everybody. Never mind, because that press conference.
Yep.
Which is why I'm gonna be in disguise. It's
Right.
fine.
Right.
I'm gonna have a wig.
It's
I've got a
fine.
whole costume chest at home. It's
Mm, okay.
You have a whole
Alright.
dossier on your new character.
All right. Follow someone who isn't me. I've just monopolized.
Okay,
each time.
yeah. So hey, Miss Etalk, let's talk
Yeah.
about your disguise and meeting Chao Gong. Who are you disguised as? Who have you become?
Let's see. What would a creeping crystal lieutenant be into? 'Cause it's gotta be someone who's gonna catch his attention.
Ooh, a biker. I stand by my principles.
Oh my gosh! I was just thinking because I watched through all of Kipo and the magical era of beasts.
Age of Wonder Beasts.
Yes. And it just made me think of the scooter skunks.
Yeah.
Like, it was the immediate picture that popped into my head.
I gotta watch that. I heard it was good.
It's very good.
I really enjoyed it.
It's defeating things for the power of music. It's great.
Because it's got to be someone who gets his attention, makes him go, okay, but also someone who,
We should have just
I-
done
I-
Dex.
you know what? I'm just gonna go as badass lady. Like,
Okay.
like not that I'm in a triad necessarily, but like I could be that kind of thing.
Looking to join, maybe.
Maybe.
You just
Prospective.
you just take some of X's energy and just pull it into yourself.
I was gonna say you could probably do an action to try to figure out, do some research, or you could just be like, you know what, I know what triads like.
I know what triads like, and it's
Yeah.
this.
It's like.
Yeah, if only you knew more about Casca, because Casca could tell you what triads like, right?
Yeah, well, Casca hasn't trusted me with that information yet.
Nope. So yeah, badass lady, tell me about you.
Oh gosh. Okay, so speaking of which, I think my character, her persona's name is going to be You. Why You?
Okay.
I've got a wig on, so I think it's like a long black wig, but it's like tied into like a ponytail or something.
Right.
Earthbender, repping some Earthbender colors.
Okay, so lots of
And-
greens. as well.
Yeah. I do have shoes on though, but I'm
Most people wear shoes in general. This is
exactly.
more.
I mean, the uncool ones.
But I also think I have like stuff like wrapped around like my hands and my wrists. Like
you
I
got
punch
wraps.
people. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you show up at the green door, and you know when Chao Gong's gonna be there, because otherwise this wouldn't be as interesting if if you showed up.
I mean, I could sit there and I could wait.
Yeah, that too. He will be there within the time. We don't have to worry about that part. But yeah, he's there. He's got a few of his people with him, because he doesn't go most places alone. The people with him are just like typical triads. They got like short sleeves. They have the crystal like going up, like going down their sleeve, tattoo wise, and yeah. They're not here to beat up anybody or anything. They're here to eat. So there are a couple people who give them a look, but most people are just like, yeah, they eat here, whatever. They sit down and start getting food.
Okay. Is there an open chair at their table?
Do you want there to be an open chair at their table?
Absolutely.
Then yes, there is.
Because I'm dressed to belong, I just sit down with them.
All right. Yeah, totally. You looking to make an interesting first impression for Chao Gong and his gang mates?
Yeah, basically it's like this is ballsy AF, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like I look at their tattoos and then it's just like I pull out the chair and I just sit down right across from them and I just kind of like lean back into it and just like kind of do the up nod.
Yeah.
Some nerds.
You wanna? Are you finagling or schmoozing? I guess. So
I mean, I'm definitely deceiving them as to who
Oh,
the heck I
100%.
am.
Funnily enough, schmoozing has make a good impression, but you're also not being yourself. So.
Yeah, I'm definitely finagling these
Okay,
guys. I'm
good.
bamboozling the heck out of them.
Excellent. Yeah, let's bamboozle them.
Okay.
This is risky, because sitting down at a triad table is risky.
Okay.
The effect is standard because you don't have triad tattoos. They don't know who you are.
Okay.
Um,
Don't want to. I kind of want to trade position for effect.
How?
Oh, I have the perfect idea for how.
Oh, do tell.
I want to hear this. Yeah.
It's you do have triad tattoos. They're not tattoos, but like you've
But
Transfers.
yeah.
I
I feel like that would raise both the effect and the danger
I guess,
level.
but then it would be like, why don't we know you? You're already in our gang. What?
Well,
And
like not
that's
your
the-
no. So that's just it. It's like not your gang, not any gang in this city, but like you're from the Earth Kingdom, like some Bossing
so
Say.
Gang Inc. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Perfect.
exactly.
Because the Creepy Crystals definitely have a non-Republic City contingent.
No, like
no, it's
not
not
the Creepy
related to them.
Crystals.
It's that I'm already in a gang. It's not.
Or you
a
were
affiliate-
in a gang.
Yeah. Right. Okay. You came.
I'm-
you came
I'm
here.
I'm
Right.
sporting some ink of a gang
Okay.
to like make them go.
Like-
oh.
I think X could like not being in a gang, but at least could tell you what type of gang tattoos were in Bossing Say.
100%.
Sure.
If I need to make a help action or anything like to help that out, I would gladly to make sure Miss E talks here, comes in repping the right colors, knows the right streets and the blocks. I'll give her a whole dossier of the people that were in my neighborhood if she needs it. But yeah.
Yeah, if you wanna spend a stress to give her an assist that basically functions as a flashback, totally.
Nice.
Cool.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. All right.
So now this is desperate great.
It's desperate great, but I also have help
You do.
from X.
Yep.
And I also have +1 die when gaining entry or passing myself as someone who belongs there.
You
So
do.
that means I have 5 finagle dice right now.
Let's see how this goes.
um,
Unless you have something else that you want to do.
Devil's Bargain. I'll listen.
Devil's Bargain here. Let me look at your people that you know. You know who else eats here? You know, you remember Shavad, right?
Shavad doesn't eat here. I'm not taking that.
Bad blood.
Look at that.
Oh
Look
my
at all
God,
his
3
sixes.
sixes.
That sounds like
So-
a crit.
So take your XP. Take your XP from your desperate.
Yep.
Oh jeez. Okay, so so this is great effects.
No,
yeah, you
this
just-
is extreme effect.
This is extreme effects. You just sit down and you're like, sup.
Yeah, basically.
The two people that are with Chao Gong just are silent. They just look at you, stunned. Chao Gong finishes like he's eating something. He finishes, looks you up and down. I don't know you, do I?
Not with that attitude.
Chao Gong, pleasure to meet you. Who are you?
You.
Me?
Just he shakes your hand, like he does the full like wrist shake.
Yeah. And I
clasp,
try
wrist
I
clasp,
try
yeah.
to do like a strong grip. I'm not very strong, but I make an effort.
You make an effort, which I think he's just like nods, just like, haven't seen you around here before, but we're always looking for new muscle.
Well, fresh in from Bossing Say, was heard that you're the guy to talk to.
Oh, you know I am. I'm glad our recruiters have a good word for us. So, you ready to punch some heads, make some dirt fly?
Turfly?
I mean, why don't you tell me what you have going on in here? I mean, you weren't the only recruiter I talked to. You're the first one I'm talking to now, though.
Leans back, just like, is that so? Well.
Sell me on your operation. I'd love to hear about it.
We give great benefits, let me tell you. All the things you can shake down from people. But more importantly, we got a big thing going on right now. Kyoshi Town's changing, and it's changing for us. And if you want to be part of it, you're going to want to join us right here. My gang's best gang in the Creeping Crystals. Got to get those tats added to if you're part of it too.
I mean, I can get a little more ink.
Good. Well, we're obviously not here. It's a little bit far for us, but right now, Central Kyoshi Town's the thing.
Oh.
We got a few places to go, few things to knock down, few people to, people need protection rackets. They need our insurance. The only insurance that comes with a fist and a handful of stone.
Basically, I want to start just getting him talking.
Yeah.
I start asking him like leading questions, feign interest, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Trying to get him like basically doing the same sort of thing I did with the negotiator, where I'm trying to get him to lead the conversation and let slip more than he needs to.
Right. Yeah. So this is gonna be whatever you're doing, because I understand your intent here. It sounds like finagle.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
This is controlled. This is great effect. Because you have him hook, line, and sinker on this. He's
Okay.
just like, you're gonna be our newest recruit, and I'm gonna tell you what the hell's up.
Okay. I am gonna push myself for an extra die,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna take the controlled position because I worked real hard for it.
You did. It's true. See how it goes.
5.
5. Okay, so there is a consequence. Actually, no. It's because this is controlled. You hesitate, withdraw, and try a different approach, or else do it with a minor consequence.
I will still do it with a minor consequence, I think.
Okay. This is gonna be reduced effect. He obviously is like one of his subordinates is like, "Hey, boss, maybe you shouldn't like throw everything at a new recruit." And he's like, "Good point. Good point."
I mean, is it a good point if I resist that consequence?
Would
though?
you? Yeah, you could resist that consequence.
That's where you just like you just show a little
Drop a
shoulder.
shoulder, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This is gonna be resisting with I think it's resolve.
I was gonna say I'm not resisting him by like trying to study him
Mhm.
or muscle him. I'm trying to manipulate him into saying, you know what? No, it's a fine
Yeah,
idea.
yeah. So yeah, resolve if you wanna resist that consequence. You don't take any stress. All right, yeah.
No
He's
problem.
Just just like, no, shut up. I got this. Look, we want people to everybody to be on the same page, and the subordinate's just like, all right, boss. All right. Didn't mean to. I'll just eat. All right, so we got a list. Every gang has a list of the places they're supposed to hit. Every part of this operation's got a place they're supposed to hit. I have my own list. I got my priorities. We are right now on we're on a schedule. We've been a little bit limited because I've got to go to these negotiations with Terra. Ugh, Terra. I got to go to negotiations with that. Hierarch wants it though, and command asked for me, so I'm gonna be doing it.
Oh, really? What are they hoping to get out of these negotiations?
Hell, I do know, but we're looking to, basically, I think the end's probably just gonna be, trading territory. Honestly, the cops are very interested in us not busting everything up, which I get, but
sometimes you want to smash some heads. I get
right?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
I get it.
and Terra's got it coming to them. They got it coming to them. So that's what the idea is there.
But just trading for territory, that's boring. Certainly there's something else they're hoping to get. Some little nugget of something.
Shouldn't really be telling you, but look, make me a promise. You come with us on our next roundup, I'll tell you. Also, I'm gonna be increasing your clock for what are the creeping crystals up to, because you've gotten a hell of a lot of information. And you had great effect, so this is actually 3 ticks, believe it or not.
It's fine. You can just go away. Like I got some things to take care of, but I'll be there.
It's just like, all right. You, right?
Yeah.
I won't forget you.
You better not.
It's just like, all right, well, I'm gonna eat my heart out here. I'll see you later.
He's not gonna tell me now?
No, he's just like, give me a second. It's like fellas just eating. They're just like, all right, boss. And he's like goes around to the door. It's just like, look, what I really want here right now is we're a little surrounded in Kyoshi Town. We got the water, we got freaking monsoons on one side, chi blockers on the other. Terra is trying to surround us too. I know they got people in Tiger Ward, and maybe even got people up in Little Water Tribe. I want those people out.
I mean, that makes sense. You back a tiger into a corner, you're gonna get scratched.
Exactly. Look, if they want war, we're gonna have a straight up fight. None of this outflanking and all that kind of tactics bullshit. No. It's gonna be us versus them.
That sounds fair.
Yeah. So that's the big thing for me, at least. I imagine the hierarch and their protege just rolls his eyes. Are gonna
you
be
don't sound like you
that.
like their protege.
Nah, she's a little too ambitious for her own good, I think.
Oh, really? What's she got going on?
She's got a whole thing where she says she's relying on the traditions of the crystals, going back to our namesake, that whole thing. So I don't really know. I haven't really talked to her that much, but she leaves me the sour taste in my mouth.
All right. Well, I'll hit you up later. We'll knock some stuff over.
Yeah, just clasp your arm again, just like, yeah, let's do it.
All right.
So yeah, you go a lot. Yeah, and you definitely have some enticing things to hold over the creeping crystals.
And then I go get changed. Goodbye, you.
Goodbye, you.
And we never saw you again.
What was up? What's up, X?
Oh, I like that. I was like, that was such a dump of info. Do me and Hanzo even need to?
You still have ticks on the clock. You still got ticks on the clock. So, and your thing might be something is probably unrelated because Tian is Tian's thing is she's not a triad. She's a community leader, and she's like the Kyoshi Town should be in these negotiations, which you're meeting her right now. Let's talk about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Tian, Tian is in central Kyoshi Town, like a lot of important stuff in Kyoshi Town. She lives in a tenement building. She lives like top floor of a tenement building. It's been cleared out a little bit more because it's her and her family. She's basically converted one of the rooms into her office, and there's just like every day there's a small line of people who are there to like go and talk to her about stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, you get like in front of the line at some point, like you know her and you know the people there. She is a middle-aged woman. She always wears a green head cover. So you can't really see much of her hair, but she always has like this green head cover. And like generally like she has fairly neutral like greenish clothes. Like she's trying to be like, I am a leader of a community in Republic City, but we're still people of the Earth. Like we're still like of Earth Kingdom heritage. Like that's an important thing. Like she's got a small picture of the Earth King, but like and also like a map of Republic City and of Kyoshi Town behind her, that kind of thing.
Sister.
X, it's good to see you.
Good to see you too, girl. Oh my
Yeah.
God, how you been?
Yeah, she gives you a hug. She's like, I've been stressed, busy. Oh.
You know, if you really need to take out some stress, I'll take you with me to the gym. We'll get a couple rounds in.
X, that's not how I do it, but I appreciate the offer. Anyway, are you like the others here? You have a problem that you need to be dealt with, or?
Well,
I hear you're a big detective now.
I blush. Stop. I'm hanging. No, actually, I'm here in a sense to help you. All right. So dig this. You know that big conference thing that's happening later, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
You gonna get me in? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Oh. X, I don't know how you do it, but I appreciate it. But what's more important than getting me in is getting us heard. As much as my physical presence there is good, we need to, as a community, be there, be a presence in the negotiations. Otherwise, we'll keep getting rolled over by the triads and by the police who are going to be negotiating with them. You understand?
No, I understand. And that's actually why I thought it might be a good idea to go to you. You heard about what went down over with room 786?
What you mean block 6? That's what they're called?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one right there.
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm a little chi blockers ain't exactly my thing, but I heard about it, and
Yeah.
that's the type of thing. That's the type of thing I want happening here.
Exactly.
The thing is, for us, and she sits down, and she like points the map. We're Kyoshi Town. Tiger Ward, they've been Republic City forever. They ain't got the history that we got with being immigrants.
Hey, if anyone understands history, and I like gesture to like my soldier tattoo. It's me. I know.
Yeah.
I know. You know, my heart is always attached to our father's land as well. All right, that's never gonna change.
Yeah.
But there is a storm happening right now, change, and I feel like everybody working together, you know, we can get a little mix things up. But what I'm saying to help you out, to help me out, is we help each other out. You see, I like look behind. It's okay if we close the door real quick. I know we got a line right there.
Yeah, and they call it just like, hey, can close the door for a little bit? And one of the people's like, yeah, sure, yeah, I got it, Tian, and close the door.
Okay. So you know about the two boss people that are kind of running this thing, right?
I know one of them. One of them's a triumvir. Don't know
Yeah.
the name, but I know there's a triumvir there.
Yeah, don't ask me that. But the other one, the other team that wants to like not go to war is super cool with negotiating. However, the team that does go to war is not super cool with negotiating. So I'm on my end here. We're all trying to work on how to leverage getting that other side that doesn't want to go to war to like not go to war, period. If that makes sense. I hope I explained that right. If there's not, we're screwed.
I got you. Talking about the crystals, huh?
Yes.
Mm. Who's negotiating for him? You said you knew.
No, I said don't ask me that because I don't know.
She's just like, right. Okay.
But I do know that flashback real quick.
Yeah.
What do I know again?
All right, so Chao Gong is a Creeping Crystals lieutenant. We can separate the timelines a little because time can be a little bit funky. You could have talked to Miss Etok, who actually met Chao Gong, and know that Chao Gong is the negotiator for the Creeping Crystals.
Okay.
And Tian will definitely know who Chao Gong is.
This guy named Chao Tzu.
Chao Tzu.
Chao Dare. It's Chao Dare.
Chowdong?
Chowdong.
You mean Chao Gong?
Yes.
Crystals? Oh. Oh, go good. Okay. All right. Yeah, I can see why that might be a problem.
Yeah. He is gung ho about messing this place up.
Yeah.
I was wondering if maybe you and our community here would maybe see about maybe working with Block 6 and getting the voice heard. I know, trust me, I know. But Hanilla, who was, straight from our town, isn't helping anybody out here. And I'm strapped at it as it is. I mean, ever since I started detecting, I haven't been able to protect the people here like I normally do. But I think we need to start focusing on protecting our neighborhood.
Yeah, I think this is a role we can do. I think this is something we can roll for. It sounds like to me you're either schmoozing or bending. I don't know which.
You said that bend is a more of an energy and spirit, right?
There is a part of bend that's comfort supporting or eliciting sympathy. So there is that part, but schmoozing is more like connections from in this case, your heritage, as well as your background. So
I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move here. Can I elicit that sympathy for the people? I want to hyphen up her sympathy for. I know Dr. Smoosh, as you can see. I want to elicit her sympathy for the people to overture. I'm gonna use words I don't understand. Overture her belief in our heritage.
Okay. Oh yeah. I can see that. It's probably going to be a little bit weaker than if you were directly schmoozing, but it will she is the for the people of Kyoshi Town. She's the description of having sympathy with the people but you're trying to elicit sympathy not only with the people of Kyoshi Town, but with the people of Tiger Ward, who she obviously is not totally on with. But yeah, that's why this is a role. So yeah, I think this is controlled position. This is gonna be, oh boy, I think it's just standard effects. Like you've made a good case for this, especially when you're like, we have Block 6 who we worked with, like we have stopping the triads. You've made a good point for her so far. So.
Yeah. If I want to up the effect,
You
Is
can
there-
spend some stress. You spend 2 stress, you get up the effect.
Oh yeah, 100%. I got stress to spend, baby.
Or you could trade position for effect.
That too, you can make it risky, but you're gonna have to tell me how you make that risky.
Oh, okay. I agree. All right, so check it out. Risky in the sense that I not only do I not get any information from her, but I risk that like the support of Kiyoshi Town, in a sense, like, oh, you're pitching a lot hard for these chi blockers who are not even from your city. Are you even Kiyoshi Town? Like my loyalty.
Your reputation is tarnished. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. So yeah, that would make it risky great instead.
Risky.
Yeah, I could see that as a definite consequence. You're putting your reputation on the line, which is very important for communities. So.
Oh yeah, it's because it sounds like we're working with like a this is like in a sense their community leader.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
It might be level 2 harm. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Social harm.
Yeah, social harm, the most interesting type of harm.
Let's do it.
Hey, that's a 6.
Oh goodness.
Bam.
Those other dice are just freaking me out.
Yeah, that's a
Hated me.
6.
That's
They
6 though.
hated me.
Yeah, she leans back. As long as we get a spot in the talks, I'll work with them. Especially because I know at least one of the block association leaders. They seem like fine people. They're not us, but
No one ever is.
yeah. You're going to be at the negotiations, right?
I flexed. Who you think I am?
She's just like, all right, well, I'll make sure I'm there. I'll bring a few people with me. I'm going to go talk to them now. Who's block 6? It's Bima? Is that the person?
Bima. I redirect her to Remy.
Okay, all right. She's like, Remy, okay, I'll go talk to her.
Tell him X sent you, and tell him that I'm calling in my win for our last match.
She smiles. She's like, I'll let them know. She gets up. She's like, do you have anything else? I got a line outside.
No, you're amazing, and you're doing such a good work here, and keep it up, Tian, because if you don't, no one else will.
She nods. She's like, yeah, that's why we got to work together. And she like pats you on the shoulder, just like, all right, X, I got things to do.
All right, bye.
All right, cool. So yeah, you're promising to get her in on negotiations, and they're gonna work with block 6.
Didn't even talk to my teammates about this at all.
Nope.
You know what? I'm on board though.
Yeah.
First of
I'm
all,
good
we
with
could
this.
always have a flashback where you did, and second of all, no, this is absolutely great.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is awesome. Yeah.
I like Decisive X.
Yeah, Decisive X is great.
On everything.
Also, I should mark some time off for what's happening because time will just pass in the background. Hey, Anzu.
What's up?
You know Loser Lawn and how you're supposed to be talking or finding him?
Yeah?
What are you doing about that?
Okay. So, I want to pull on my social connection to Nam in order to
Okay.
get a meeting with him. My question to the rest of the party is, what should I, like, once I'm there, what should I do? Do I need to drill for more information? Should I be trying to...
Well, we need to fill that clock, right?
Yes. Drill.
So,
I'm team drill.
yeah, so we know what they want. Find out, make sure that that's the only thing that they want, for one. And make sure maybe that they're also not pushing any other angles or going to try to subvert these negotiations. Like, find out where the negotiations might be weak so we can shore those up.
Also to add on to that, because right now Uki's preaching gospel right now. You could also press on them. What are they hoping to get out of this? Like, what are the results that they're hoping for? Because if that's the party that we have to please the most, if we can like set them up in a position to where at least they think they got what they wanted,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'd like that more than actually giving them what they want or not taking it at all. make them think they got what they wanted.
I do like that. Okay. So I feel like my plan was to like go and do like a check in with Nam and be like, hey, how's everything been going since everything went down, and also you live in Kagoshi Town and there's some shit going on here, like what's up, making sure everything's fine. Oh, and your boyfriend's home, let's go to dinner or something.
Just casually.
Just
yeah,
casually. Yeah. Like I can even sacrifice some time to be like, I set up no, that wouldn't. I was gonna say I set up a double date, but it probably would not work to bring Yunsu because she's a reporter.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Who you could bring?
Who?
Me.
Yeah, come with me. Double date, Missy Talk.
Yeah.
I can pretend to be your girlfriend. It's fine.
Pretend.
This won't upset Casca at all. Don't worry about it.
No. Okay. If you want to sacrifice some time, you definitely can. We'll increase that. Crystals make a move clock.
Yeah, like just chumming with Nam, and then just being like, well, why don't we have a double date kind of thing? Oh, yeah. Just like,
Yeah, let's see if it happens. Like Nam is willing, but obviously he's like, how do you know I have a boyfriend?
I mean, look right there.
Yeah, exactly. But he's like a little like skittish about it. He's not suspicious. He's just skittish about it.
Sure.
Because he's like, I don't know. I don't want like a lot of people knowing that like I'm going out with a triad. Like, yeah. So I think you need to schmooze him.
I mean,
whatever.
I have an idea for a devil's bargain,
totally.
Or possibly this would be trading
position for effect.
You tell me. But what if I pick up on him being a little bit like, I don't know if we should go out in public, so I've seen dating a triad, and I'm like, oh, well, me and my girlfriend can come over and cook dinner for you guys.
Oh no, I have to cook.
I can cook, it's fine.
I think that sounds like position for effect, honestly, in that case. Okay. Yeah, because that's definitely like yeah. Because the devil's bargain would be probably the opposite way. It's like, no, hold on, it's fine. My girlfriend is also a triad.
Yeah. Oh.
I've already taken off the costume. It's nope.
I'm golden, and I had the same idea. Yeah, so I think you're schmoozing unless you're doing something else.
No, yeah, that feels like schmooze to me.
Okay, so yeah, schmooze. If you're trading that position for effect, it would be risky great. Because it is controlled, because the consequence is pretty minor. Or would have been if you hadn't been like, you know what, how about we do it at your home? This is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, also, don't forget, if you need help, we have a White Lotus Gambit you could grab.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Plans. Let's do that.
All right.
Like, maybe.
How did Casca foresee this?
Well, Casca is the one that told me about Loser Lawn, right?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
So maybe Casca slipped me some other information about them.
Their favorite meal. And
yeah, I was about to say.
The deal.
Casca. Yeah. Casca knows their favorite meal. Or his favorite
seems
meal.
To know everybody's favorite meal. Like,
I love that. Also, I love that lore about Casca now. It's fantastic. Okay. Yes. So I get 1 bonus die from that.
Yes, you do.
I'm not going to take a devil's bargain promising a triad. And so, but I will take 2 stress in order to push myself to get another die.
Sounds good.
Let's go.
There's a 4. There's a 4.
Okay. Well,
it's gonna be lesser effect is gonna be your consequence. He's just gonna agree to it. He's just like, okay, sure.
I'm willing to take standard instead of great. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna resist that. It's fine.
He's just like, yeah, sure, totally. Yeah, come over around 6.
It sounds lovely. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get things prepared. Yeah.
And it's like whatever the favorite meal is. It's like I'll bring that.
Yeah. You bring that along with, hey Yuki. Hey Yuki.
Yeah.
Are you disguised?
Yes.
Who are you disguised as?
Let's see. Hold on. Let me find a name.
So yeah, I like come back and I'm like, so Missy Talk, I have a large favor to ask of you. I've arranged a meeting with Luzerlon, but he expects me to be attending with my girlfriend, and well, my actual girlfriend is a reporter for the Truthbenders, and I don't think he'd be very open to negotiations in that situation.
I imagine not. So,
Will you come with me is what I'm asking.
I will, but it'll take me. I'll have to stop back by my place, get a change of clothes.
We've got until 6 o'clock.
All right. I'm gonna be Fei Hong,
Fei Hong. Okay,
Yes.
yeah, totally.
which
All right.
apparently means a swan goose soaring high in the sky.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
What's give me some descriptors for Fei Hong. What's she like?
I feel like I'm wearing more neutral colors, kind of like Anzu
Okay.
tends to wear, so like grays, browns, that sort of thing. I feel like I've got like a high collared shirt with like a brooch right here, and then like
Okay.
some pleating, and then I'm wearing trousers, like high waisted trousers.
Right. Okay.
And
Good
I-
reaction.
and I think I've got like my hair is like parted, and then I've got like 2 buns on either side.
Okay. All right. Cool. Nice. Interesting. I mean, I'm probably gonna ask this later as either Luzerlon or Nom. Be like, what does Fangog do? What-
Good question.
what
You're
job?
not a reporter for
Yeah, I was-
the Truth
I'm not.
Benders.
Um,
That's the most
something-
important part.
I feel like it's something business related.
I was gonna say, what job that you've never done before? Are you pretending that you do?
Yeah.
Restaurant manager, because I worked as a waitress, so I have some experience with that.
There you go.
Mm.
Perfect.
But
Excellent.
it's a small place in Midtown.
Mhm.
You've never been there. It's like a hole in the wall place, but
You've
it's
never been there.
fine.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, you show up at this apartment in North Kyoshi Town with Anzu, and you go to Nom's apartment. Nom has tidied up the place a bit.
I have one question,
Yes.
actually. How similar is this brooch that you wear high on your collar to the necklace that Anzu always wears?
I feel like it's not super
Okay.
similar.
Just checking, because like I'm picturing this and it has like a similar like feel of being right here, you know?
Yeah, like I
Um,
feel like it's similar, but like I'm imagining it's more like an oval shape with like some like metal filigree stuff around it. And then what is it called when it's got like a person's silhouette in it?
Oh, cameo.
Yeah, I think it's like a cameo style.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
Cool. Yeah. So you show up there. Loser Lon has actually gotten like he's got a suit on, and of course he's a really big person, so it's just like this like it's as tailored as you can be for him, basically.
Look, we all know what the Kingpin looks like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's the Kingpin in a green suit. In a green suit and a and like the like what are those shirts? The shirts where like the collar goes up, it doesn't come back down.
Oh yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
what the
he's
word
got
for
one of
that
those
is, but I know
shirts.
what you're talking about.
Yeah. He's got one of those shirts. It's like a lighter green underneath. Very, very triad. You know, it's like the Yakuza always wear suits. In this
Yeah.
case, the triads have suits. They don't always wear them, but they got tailors for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Casca has it, so this is the case.
Anzu's wearing another a different hat than she was earlier today.
Mm.
I don't actually have any hats, like, for the first time since we've been doing this show. Like, I realized that, like, on the break, I was like, oh, no, it's fine. I'm just gonna leave it. But,
Yeah. It's not a turtleneck because the collar is separated right here.
yeah,
It's like it's still an actual collar, chat. But yeah, and Nam has gotten as nice as he can be, which he doesn't have like he has like a kind of a little bit dirty like gray suit, that he's got on. He's trying so hard. But
I think it's called a stand collar.
stand collar. Yeah, that's the one. I believe so.
yeah,
yeah.
like Anzu is gonna sweep in, and like she's got like a crock pot or something full of
Mhm.
I don't know, ratatouille or whatever we're making, and like turns around and like gives Nam a hug, like maybe a little bit more personal than they had been before, but like this is the new friendship level. It's fine.
Right. Yeah.
But like at the same time, she like brushes off his shoulders and like straightens his suit just a little bit.
Yeah. He thanks you in a hushed voice. And it's definitely curry, is what you brought. It's definitely curry.
Curry, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm carrying like the thing
It's
of the rice
eggplant
that
curry,
goes
though.
with it.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, hi, I'm Fei Hong. So nice to meet you.
Yeah, and Nam like kind of nervously shakes your hand, and loser Lon lumbers over and is just like, Lon, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Oh, Anzu's told me so much about Nam.
He gives a nice belly laugh, just like, so I've heard. Well, I'd like to hear about the both of you. It's my first time meeting you, so.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Hopefully you like the curry.
It's
Oh,
such a pleasure.
it smells delicious.
I think we just start getting set up in like the little kitchen area.
Mhm.
Yeah, 100%. We can like skip through bits and basically just have like points in the meal where you're asking pointed questions and that kind of thing. You have the like typical small talk things like, so how did you meet? And like that kind of stuff. But what do you want to get out of this? Because this is the important thing, the two of you.
I think we have like 2 things we want to get out of it, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Bad puns in chat, sorry. Or good puns. Anyway.
Excellent puns.
Well, I totally lost my train of thought from that. I'm sorry.
Okay,
The things you wanted
I got
from
you.
Luzon.
We want to find out what the Creeping Crystals want from the negotiations.
Okay.
We want to find out if they're doing anything to sabotage or work against these negotiations, or like basically we're trying to find out the angles of attack that they might be pursuing so we can stop them before they
Mhm.
fuck us up.
Yeah, right. Makes sense. Okay, cool. I guess who is the one leading this action? Who's on the offensive on this one?
It's probably Anzu, just
Okay.
because she's playing up the social connection and everything. So I think, and I actually, unless you want it to come from the innocent party, since I'm already known to being a detective, if I ask too many questions, it might be suspicious. But if Fei Hong starts asking just completely innocuous random questions that don't seem related to our current conversation at all, just, you know.
I mean, I can try to bamboozle this guy.
Yeah, I guess the question is, do you want this to be a group action, or do you want
I feel like it is still a group action,
Okay.
but like at the same time, I feel like although I feel like it is a group action and that I am mechanically the one leading it.
Yeah,
Even
that's what
though-
I was thinking.
But like I think that we're going to be relying on
Well, it depends. Are we finagling or are we schmoozing? Because if we're schmoozing, it's all you, girl.
no, we're finagling. That's
Okay.
the thing.
Yeah,
Swear.
you are. It sounds like you're trying to manipulate them into telling you things that they wouldn't otherwise tell you.
Yeah.
Because Nam doesn't know anything, but Loser Lon is.
The schmooze was our foot in the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
And now the
finagle
finagle is
the
the
shakedown.
yeah.
Yeah, and Loser Lon is also a grifter, so he knows a thing or two about this as well.
Right. But
so
that's fine.
I think the start of this, because you did set yourself up with that schmooze,
Mm-hmm.
because it's going to be better. It's going to be a better position. It's controlled. However, because of Loser Lon's position and the fact that he's also a grifter, he knows the game. It's going to be limited.
I mean, we could always trade position for effect.
I'm just trying to think of what that looks like.
I
Yeah.
think it looks like oversharing and
Oh.
making up a whole bunch of stories,
Mhm.
and like we have to
We have to
might fuck up our story because if we
because it
aren't
keeps
able-
getting more and more complex.
and
Yeah.
if we are not able to successfully rift off of each other, we could
yeah,
really,
yeah.
like,
Okay, yeah.
back
so-
ourselves into a corner of lies.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
so,
I that actually feels perfect, and
yeah.
this will tell like how good do we riff off each other. Like that's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah. So risky standard then instead.
Fingers
Yep.
crossed.
Yeah, I'm gonna push myself on this.
I might too.
Okay.
I'm willing to hear a devil's bargain though.
Devil's bargain for this. I have to think that the only thing is somebody's gonna hear about it, because obviously the creeping crystals. I imagine some of the creeping crystals know that the cops have like contracted the detectives, to do this. So it's gonna be heat, basically.
I'm okay with heat. Are you okay
Okay.
with heat?
Yeah, I'm okay with heat.
We
All right,
only
let
have
me-
one heat at the moment.
Let me put down +2 heat.
Okay, yeah, we can handle that. Cool. So I think I'll just take the devil's bargain then, because I don't really want to push myself for effect.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna take a stress, and please don't fuck up.
I got you.
Hey, there we go. All right, you take a stress, and that's a 6. Okay, so your intent was to figure out what they want and figure out if they're trying to sabotage it.
Yeah.
And I take a stress trying to keep up with Miss Etok, who is way better at this than I am.
Yeah, exactly. with your fake girlfriend, who you just
Maybe at one point I kiss you on the cheek and fluster you too.
Yes, definitely. That 100% happens.
Yeah, yeah, I was about to say, does she know? It's like, yeah, you told her that your actual girlfriend's a reporter.
Yeah.
So that's not awkward at all.
No, it's not.
But yeah,
It's
so
acting.
it's acting, actors. So the first thing is this, of course, is gonna fill the clock. This is gonna finish the clock. So the things you learn kind of what Chao Gong had already told you, that they want. They basically, it's gonna be like trading territory. Basically, there's like, we want these things, we're willing to give up these things. Like that's their negotiating position. But also, Chao Gong's thing was like, I want them out of like not to be in the districts around us.
Mhm.
What you get from Loser Lawn instead is like, we want a line on the water. Like they basically want port space.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's interesting.
Because if you look at the map, Kyoshi Town isn't like the main dock district the Phoenix district is, but it does have parts of it that are on the water. So that would either be like they have a dedicated dock at the Phoenix district, which basically the police are just going to go to the dockers union and be like, hey, you got to do this, otherwise you're going to have some trouble. Or there are some like a few piers that are actually in Kyoshi Town that are pretty much all controlled by the Terra Triad, because the Terra controls the southern part of Kyoshi Town, and the northern part of Kyoshi Town's basically controlled by the creepy crystals. There are some other like gangs and groups who have control in Kyoshi Town, but they're the big two. But yeah, their thing is like, we want a line in the water. In terms of sabotage, the creeping crystals aren't like they're like, you know what? The cops have threatened us with like arresting a bunch of people, and we know that they know, so we're not gonna like. We will at least hear them out. However, they got approached by some other people about sabotage negotiations. They got approached by Kayum Enterprises.
Interesting.
Yep.
Good to know.
They got approached by Kayum. They told you it was a Miss Kai Long,
Mm-hmm.
who all y'all have met before.
I don't remember. Who is that again?
Miss Kai Long was the executive, she was meeting with Wan Shi and like she was friends with Timur.
Okay.
You are muted, X.
Yeah, she had the overcoat on during that meeting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was oh god. I'm trying to remember which case it was. It was the break-ins. It was during the break-ins with Chung Su, because Kayum was trying to get blackmail on Chung Su, and she was like the primary person leading it.
Right.
Also, of course, the reported in the background beige trench coats and hats that were with her.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
if the crystals know that you're doing this, Wan Shi probably knows that you're in on this too. So they're going to be interested in sabotaging it because you're helping. You want the negotiations to succeed.
Question.
Yeah.
Did we ever, like, tell Nam who was responsible for those break-ins ultimately?
That's up to y'all. I don't know if you did.
Because, like, I'm feeling like I'm trying to feel out if this would be maybe a way to win some sympathy here is to drop that piece of information.
It definitely would get it with Nam because, of course, Loser Lon is still the like, wait, you're those people. We don't like you. They're telling this because Fei Hong is not a detective.
No, right, exactly. And I don't
not
want
a detective.
On the one hand, I don't want to remind him that I'm a detective.
Mhm.
But on the other hand, if we're hearing this and it's like, hey, Kayum approached us about maybe, this or that, and be like, well, I don't know if you really want to work with Kayum since they're the ones that were responsible for Nam's place getting broken into.
I think that would definitely, like, Loser Lon's thing is grifting. His thing is, like, people lying to me, but you're straight up like, this is a thing that happened and Nam can corroborate it. And he believes Nam because Nam's his boyfriend.
And he
So-
definitely wouldn't want to like partner up with someone who broke into his boyfriend's apartment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's gonna
I think
go. He's gonna go to his superiors and be like, "Yo, we should not we should keep them out of the meeting." Basically.
Yes. Do that.
Then definitely. I'm
Yeah.
dropping
If
that
you
right now.
if you drop that in, it's just like,
Mhm.
oh, okay, yeah. It's like, well, that does change things. I'd heard you were not the best sorts, but you seem to have a heart, and that's good, especially for my Nam. And Nam kind of just blushes like, oh, don't say that.
Aw.
I
I'll
appreciate
take that as a compliment.
it was meant as one.
Well, I can tell you, she definitely does have a heart. I mean,
And
we
then,
may not always.
and then
seem-
it's my turn to blush.
We may not always seem eye to eye, but we always find our way in the end.
Good. Well, I will. I'll be around town. It was wonderful to meet you. Thank you for the curry. It was perfect.
This was a lovely evening.
We should do this again sometime.
Perhaps. And Nam's just like, yeah, that's a good idea. Totally. Yep.
I'm saying that fully knowing this is not happening.
Yeah, this is the and Lon is just like, you've seen this poker face before from people being an actress. Like, he's got a really good poker face.
Cool. Then we'll take our leave, and can I put these pieces together now?
Yeah, sure.
And learn what's going on.
Why
What's going on?
Next, seemingly unrelated details and events.
Yeah, I've got things written down about this turf war, so you can totally get some questions on out of this.
I know what happened. I know what is happening in the area. I know who is involved.
So
Like-
about do you need to know about the whole bringing in of the Kyoshi Town people? Like, do you need to know that?
X, do you want to tell your teammates about it, or?
I don't unless they want to know, because I realized going home, it's like, oh man, I made a promise, and well, I didn't consult my team about this.
Well-
I feel like what would happen is we'd all meet up at the main office
Mhm.
and like lay down what we've learned.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we would definitely ask you what happened in your meeting.
Yeah.
So
Man, she didn't really know anything. They just really want to be a part of the meeting, and wish they could be a part of the meeting. You know?
well, didn't we send you there to try to get them to be a part of the meeting?
Oh, I thought I was just sent there to get info.
No, let's get them.
Oh,
done.
now we're gonna have to go back there and talk to them and try to get them in it.
I'll go do that again later tomorrow after I get some sleep. Do that. Don't, Miss Ukitalk, don't worry yourself about that. I will take care of that. But what the rest of y'all? What the rest of y'all?
If only one of you had like looking in a mirror right now. If only.
I don't have
That's-
the XP to get that right now, but
I think
you
Casca
know,
has it, but Casca's a little bit busy being
Yeah.
being extremely paranoid. So,
That's fine.
So, we've learned some interesting information about these creeping crystals and what they're after. Two potential carrots, so to speak. They want ports, or they want Terra Triad out of Little Water Tribe and Tiger Ward.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind the Terra Triad out of Tyward myself.
And
Same
they
Z's.
probably. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, that was it. Same Z's.
Okay. They probably won't want to stay there for too much longer anyway, now that Block 6 is a thing.
And
It's not
Block 6 is going to be a bit more of a thing with what I've heard.
What have you heard?
I've heard, and you didn't hear it from me, but I'm telling you, I heard Block 6 is about to be more of a thing.
Yes, you said that, but what in what respect?
In that, like I heard that. I heard those specific words. That Block 6 will be more of a thing. I don't know how much clearer I can make this to you. Suki talk.
Thank you, X.
No worries. I think we're in a pretty good position, though. Like, knowing all that we've known here, you guys got so much good stuff here. Like, wow.
Well, after you talk to Kyoshi Town, representative there, tomorrow, I think we can take this to, what was his name, Ju? Let him know what we found?
I have a
Unless you
confession.
Sure.
I do. There is more info with the people of Tiger Ward. I mean, Kyoshi Town. I was worried that you guys were going to be against it, and I kind of had to just like bring them there. But they are going to be there, along with the Block 6 people, to provide them some muscle to help them out. Possibly, none's written in stone, but that's the game plan right now. Look, I kind of, you should have, you got to see the shape that, you know, Kyoshi Town is in right now, and in the position that they were in. I thought the way you guys are talking right now, I should have put more faith in you guys in this one, and I do apologize. I didn't want to see my folks rolled over.
I think it's fabulous initiative, X.
I would agree. I mean, what we did in Tiger Ward, and obviously it wasn't just us, but we played a significant role in folding in Room 623 and into Tiger Ward. And perhaps if they see it can be done there, perhaps it can be done similarly in Kyoshi Town as well.
Exodus just has this like large, shocked look on his face. She was not expecting this at all. So it's like, wow.
You did a fantastic job. Well done.
Oh wow. Geez. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I thought I had a lot more speech memorized. Not written because, no. But yeah. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Man, that's hard to get used to. I need to sit down.
Anzu, do you have any other insights?
Yes.
You gonna use the move?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the move.
Pro gamer moves.
Pro gamer. This is what I call pro gamer.
Okay, I know how it happened, I know what is happening in the area, and you know who is involved.
Mhm.
Does this require you to know a specific area you want to research, though?
I mean, I think this is Kyoshi Town is the area in this case.
Yeah.
The devil's in the pudding. I mean,
Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna spend 3 stress, tell me everything I want to know.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Just spell it all out.
So you know how it happened? Okay. So, I was telling you this, but it has been brewing for a while, like months and months, that the Crystals and Terra were gonna go to war.
Mm-hmm.
The police were monitoring the situation, but they didn't have quite the initiative to do it and to get this negotiation together until basically until like Harmony Restoration got removed. That's when like the police really were like, okay, maybe we can like because their original plan was just like prevent damage, like minimize collateral damage was basically their original plan. But they've gotten enough names and they have enough officers and such in Kyoshi Town to bring the Triads to the table, to just be like, basically have enough of a threat of like, we know where enough of your people are that we can just start making mass arrests. On the other side with Wan Shi, now that you know that they're a little bit of an equation of this, they obviously want to go to war with you. And Wan Shi has their own connections that they're trying to leverage here. So Kayum is one of them. You imagine that they are going to talk to the Crystals because they know that the Crystals don't like you. And probably their other corporate and institutional contacts. Future Industries, people on the council and the police department, that kind of thing. Yeah. What's happening right now is the Creeping Crystals are planning to take over central Kyoshi Town. The Triads are planning to seize Creeping Crystal territory in general. And this is actually why Chao Gong was like really, really fervent about like, we want them out of the surrounding districts because people like not Yang. Why did I put Yang? No, it is Yang. Yeah. Like Yang, who is the Terra Triad Tiger Ward boss, like is taking their gang and like taking North Kyoshi Town territory by basically just like going around. That's the thing for the Triads. You know the police's position. Zhu told you as much, basically. You heard from the inspector as well. And Wan Shi has a stake in the negotiations failing. The people who are involved, Chao Gong is the primary negotiator for the Creeping Crystals. You didn't know which triumvir of the Terra Triad was negotiating, but you now have a name. Because they're a triumvirate, so there's 3 of them. You narrowed it down to her name is Liu Zhang. Liu Shan. I will put her name in the chat because it's...
Oh, I've heard of Liu Shan.
Yeah, or it's Liu Xiang.
Liu Xiang?
Lucian?
Liu Qiang. Yeah, there we go. Trying to not Frenchify it. There we go.
Liu Xiang.
Yeah. You've heard about her. What have you heard? Ask me a question.
I have heard,
What do you want to know about one of a leader of a triad?
oh, that is such a good question. I want something that's gonna give us some leverage here. So
Vices are always good. If you can't
yeah,
think of anything else.
that's good. Yeah, what's her vice?
Let me open some vices and figure out what that is. And then and then you're gonna tell me how you know this.
It's fine. I'll tell you.
Wheel of Vices.
If anyone has a suggestion for what her vice could be,
I've got some
open.
ideas depending on what vice this is how I could be how I could know about it.
For me, it's depending on how like connected everything do we want it to be.
Yeah. Actually, no, this is good because it connects to a different faction. Her thing is cactus juice.
Cactus juice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So not only do I know that she's going to be negotiating, I know that her vice is cactus juice.
Yes,
How do you know that?
Yeah, how do you know?
Ooh. Where do you go for cactus juice around here?
Kyoshi Town. There is a faction, actually. I'll tell you about them in a section.
The trap house next to my apartment.
Right.
Yeah, totally. So I won't tell you like the person who does it, but there is a faction called the Needles who used to have a monopoly on all the cactus juice in the city. They're a bunch of sandbenders.
Right.
They don't quite run it anymore. They actually almost don't exist as a faction anymore. But they're generally the people you go to. Cactus juice is now kind of niche. It was a big fad at one point. It's not so much anymore.
I was into cactus juice back in college.
Yeah, totally.
You know.
It'll quench you. It's the quenchiest.
Before I'd settled on a major the first time. So it's been a while, but I used to frequent some of the cactus juice bars.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you know of Liu Shan, not you don't know her.
Right. No, I just
Heard of
know that going drinking around the cactus juice bars, occasionally there's whispers about how one of the well, at the time she was probably a lieutenant and not the triumphant of the triads of the Terra Triads came around and would drink, and maybe I never actually caught sight of her, or it's been 10 years or something. So but it's still her vice.
Yeah, but so she's a triumvir, so she's one of the three heads of the of Terra, and that's her vice. You don't know too much else about her other than that, but you know she's gonna be the one negotiating for Terra. Obviously, Zhu is the primary negotiator for the police, and his superior is Inspector Ayuri. And you know Tion's gonna be there thanks to X, and possibly Bima, or Remy, or both.
I'll legit make any role you want to make sure that is a thing.
They'll be there. One of them will be there. It's gonna probably weird out the triads, but one of them will be there.
That's actually great.
Yeah.
Yeah, put them off balance. We got this.
Yeah, and then the primary one person you should be worried about is a senior Wan Chi's senior detective named Rura.
Rura. We haven't seen or heard of Rura before, right?
No, you have not.
Rura.
However,
I have heard of her because we have been kind of
Yeah, they are around. They're a thing.
What do I know about that? So I need to know something.
Yeah, what do you know about them? You asked. And I'm almost 100% sure you know because of Shoji, but
What
Makes
do they
sense.
do on a typical Tuesday night?
I didn't think about this. This is a left field question, and I love it. Typical Tuesday night. They dance.
They
They're a
dance.
dancer. Yeah.
Okay.
Dance Dance Revolution.
Like, like performatively, like for fun, like at
Social.
a bar, like at
So-
a
Social dancing. Dance hall.
at a dance hall. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Oh, and yeah, it's totally because of Soji's.
Yeah, 100% because Shoji.
Yeah, Shoji's. Like we chatted one time and we were gonna hang out, but he's like, no, I gotta go dancing with the boss. It's real awkward.
Yep. Exactly. 100%.
Sweet.
That's totally a thing. Yeah, that's real.
Cool. Well, I just noticed the time.
Yeah.
So we just got all of our pieces put together.
And maybe like the end shot is us like picking up the phone to call you or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do engagement instead of ending this engagement roll. We'll start with engagement roll next time after we talk to Zhu.
Yeah.
That'll be dope.
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's kick through some experience then.
Yeah, totally. Let's start with the crew.
As you
Did you execute a successful investigation, espionage, or robbery?
Yes.
I mean,
You
We
did
did.
do
we
investigation.
investigated the heck out of the creepy crystals.
You did. You did investigate the hell out of the creepy crystals. Did you contend with challenges above your current station?
Yes.
Exclusive.
Multiple times.
Everybody you
times.
dealt with is a higher tier than you are.
Well, that's because we're tier
Fine.
0 right now. You know
Yep.
what? War actually helps
Fine.
us get XP.
thanks,
Uh,
War.
Also, to be fair, the lowest tier group you dealt with this episode was tier 2. So,
So it would still be above our station. Anyway.
Yeah.
mm,
did you bolster your crew's reputation to develop a new one?
I'd say we bolstered it.
Yeah.
yeah, I
you-
think so. I mean, like,
Especially that talk with Tian is definitely a bolster.
I was
But
gonna say,
also-
Oh.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Costa.
like, slip and nom that information about
Yes.
Kim being involved.
Yeah.
I
definitely.
also want to point out, like, we had that talk, and I know it was like during the break, but it probably would have come up with Casca about the idea of we could maybe kidnap one of their members to prevent him from going to war. And we're like, no,
Yeah.
that's not what we do.
Yeah.
Mhm,
totally.
totally.
Yeah. So we're at 5.
Yeah,
Did you express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew?
multiple times.
All over the place. Like the interworkings of this crew
Mhm.
is top notch.
Yeah. So that's 7 experience, which I think gives you an advance.
Yep, we have an advance.
So everybody, you get 2 stash.
Woo.
And you get either another special ability or some crew upgrade stuff.
We can talk about that after. I'll just make a note that we
Yes.
have an advance.
Cool.
Okay, let's go down the list. Miss Etok,
Yes.
did you address the challenge of charm or influence?
All day, every day. You
Yeah,
know
all
it.
day, every day. So that's 2. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
I did. I expressed my background a little bit as a
Mm-hmm.
mover star by doing all that acting.
Yes, you did.
But
So much
also-
acting.
But also, I folded in the fact that I used to work as a waitress
Mhm.
into one of my
Ah, you did.
personas.
You did.
I would
yeah.
say.
Yeah, 100%.
And
Did you-
no,
Yeah, I was like, no.
my vice does not come up. I need a new vice, and it needs to be trying to flirt with Casca.
Excellent.
You-
So it's
God,
4 XP.
That's 4
I'm-
XP.
I have 4 left over from last session, so I'm gonna put it into my pool. I'm gonna see if I want a playbook advancer where I want to shove that.
Alrighty. X, did you address the challenge with force or coercion?
Man, I really wanted to, but I kept it tame today. So
You
yeah.
did, it's true. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Word to the Most High, sure enough, did.
Yeah.
So check it. Your boy, your girl was out here representing the Earth Kingdom, and we did it.
Mhm.
Yeah, you soldier and everything, so that's definitely 2 XP from that. Did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas during the session? You don't have a trauma.
This entire campaign, I have not had one trauma.
Yep, that's right. You haven't had the stress to get it, so you get 2 XP.
No.
Yeah,
Let's
because
see.
I don't think your vice really came up, other than like descriptively, but and Anzu, did you address a challenge with knowledge or tracking?
Yeah, I did. Like, I knew a bunch of stuff.
You knew so much stuff.
And it was kind of tracking to get dinner with Lizerlon. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
a little
also, wasn't it your thing learning about where that guy eats that helped us track down
Yeah.
Creeping Crystal dude whose name I've already forgotten?
bit. Chaogong.
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 Yeah.
You're welcome.
Nappa.
Napa, yeah.
Go, Snapper!
It's Napa. What's the scouter say about his power level?
I was waiting for that to just scout her power level there at the restaurant.
It's over 9,000.
If anyone would scout power levels, it would be Anzu.
9,000.
Look,
No way that could be right.
I do have a point in bend.
Look, Anna's next thing after the Triad Detector will be a scouter.
It's basically, I mean, if it, we'll talk
Depending
about
on how
that
it works,
later.
it basically is. But yeah,
Exactly.
did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Yeah, definitely multiple times. Like, my background was all of these connections, like knowing about these people, knowing like from being perpetually in academia, from my college days, from my mom being a judge, like all
Yeah.
of this definitely was tied in there.
100%.
Still don't know about.
No, I still don't know about that.
Still haven't met the parents. It's fine.
Look, if we start dating, then you can meet my mom. Except that's
Except you
not
don't
gonna
want to.
work.
Yeah.
Because
Don't worry. One, she can bring in your mother.
no,
Oh no!
no.
Did you struggle with issues
Ugh.
with advice or traumas during this session?
I don't think I did actually. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think I was particularly paranoid. I mean, I
You were
could.
kind of soft.
I was gonna say I could probably sell soft. I was a little soft.
Just a little soft.
But I don't know if it was a struggle or bringing
I mean,
trouble
I'm-
soft.
you potentially courted trouble, even though you ended up doing this and it benefited us. So I don't know if this counts. But when you were like, those were the people who turned over Nom's place.
Yeah.
You could have been doing that, and I don't know. I'm just trying to give you something to maybe argue.
I was feeling that. I was kind of feeling that too, but like I don't. Part of that was principled, but part of it was soft. But
Yeah.
also part of it was like, those bitches are trying to fuck with us again. No.
They keep
So
just
maybe
trying to
that
fuck
was,
with us.
maybe that partly was paranoia, like a marriage between paranoia and soft. As I'm like, wait, they're trying to get in on this too. No, we're gonna just nip that in the bud.
This is soft paranoia. Hard
Nick.
paranoia. is-
Hard paranoia is Casca.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think that's an XP. It's not 2, but I think it's
Sure.
It
I
sounds like
mean-
1.
I'll take 5 XP.
Yeah, 5 XP.
Yeah.
It's another playbook advance, perhaps.
I mean, it definitely is. And then I've got
Oh,
one
jeez.
more left over, which I'm just gonna chuck in insight.
All right, and that's it, because Casca did theirs back during at the break. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think that's it for today for the game.
All right. Well, in that case, let's do some quick outros and get out of here. Not 15 minutes over.
It's fine.
Brooks, you have the shortest. Say goodbye. Everybody, just look at your dog. It's not even your dog, but pet that dog.
Oh,
Pet
look at
dog.
a dog.
Pet that dog.
All right, what's cracking? It's your boy Brooks X. Gonna give it to you. You can find me here.
That's it. Perfect. Done. Astini.
Hi, I'm Astani. I have my own Twitch channel over on twitch.tv/Astani, where I am a variety streamer and an art streamer. You can check out my art over at patreon.com/Astani. Google me. I do the things. Bye.
Saint Guard, this is your
Hi.
game.
Hi everybody, this is a game I created and I'm GMing. This is Republic City of Monate, a Forged in the Dark Legend of Korra game. You can go check that out on my Twitter, which is twitter.com/SaintGardly. That's my username with an LY at the end. Go check that out. It's the pinned post. You can find all of the documents related to this game on there, including my roadmap of things that I still need to write out. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You can also find me over on my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/SaintGuard, where I play games. I'm doing Nier Automata tomorrow. I'm doing Yakuza Kiwami. It's totally great. But yeah, that's me. I'm not gonna talk too much else.
Kiwami is silly.
It is extremely silly. Yakuza is wonderful.
It's so good though.
I've been enjoying watching you play it. Hello everyone, I'm Kelsa. This is my channel. You can find me on twitch.tv/KelsaDelphi, also YouTube/KelsaDelphi. On Twitter, it's just @Kelsa. And yeah, we play this. This is a good game. Monday we are going to be back with Dialect. I'm super excited. That's going to be a great time. So catch that Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific. And Sunday, tomorrow, I will be over on Outro's channel playing Flirts in Space. I mean, Bag of Bones.
Hold on. There can't be two space flirting games. There can only be one.
I need to be a player in one of them. Come on.
I mean, I was about to say, what do you mean there can only be one? Like, can't all games be space flirting games?
It's true. This is true. That's the point of Firebrands.
I was gonna say we just had that whole series of Firebrands. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for coming out tonight. Have a good rest of your evening. I'm going to kick us over some lovely music by Drummer Boy, and I hope you all have a great night.
Tip your waitress.